That's not 18. She's not much. He's not much older than Daniel.
That's good.
But he's adorable.
Is
So at least
she?
there's like a potential also play date.
That's
Buffer also.
Is she around our age then, or?
She is. She told me right last night. 21. Because initially, because she likes to sing a lot, I told her, well, if you want. And she's like, I don't know how this works. I've never gone out. And I'm like, well, if you want, I can take you out to some.
Well, he doesn't use his paladin shit
I know
except
that
for
are
healing
actually
people.
safe.
Otherwise, he's a muscle paladin.
Oh, for like karaoke and stuff?
For karaoke too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there not safe karaoke bars?
What do you mean by safe?
What's a safe karaoke
Okay,
bar?
not just safe karaoke bar, but just safe bar in general. Places I'm comfortable with going to.
Okay. Because everywhere downtown is fairly safe.
Yeah, I don't imagine. Coaster.
I mean, a lot of it. Everyone jumped on that.
I'm gonna be very protective of the table.
It's a good table.
Also,
Can I have the last coaster and also my water, please?
ja.
Ja!
Yes,
Yeah.
that one cat. I love that cat.
She wants to go
So
karaoke at some point, but also.
I just want to forewarn you.
Mm-hmm.
I call that the death side of the table. Look on right there.
Where
Uh-huh.
There's a knot on that strip that looks like a skull.
Ooh.
You also did a really good job with the sanding.
That's
Can I
fitting
Can I say
for-
that? Like,
Yeah, I'm a warlock. That's probably a good port, not
Yeah,
a bad
right?
one.
It's
I'm a warlock of.
I'm just letting you know.
Where'd you bitch?
I mean,
Well, I got professionally clear coated down in Arthur.
Sweet.
Yeah, people were talking and were like, "Yeah, you could totally sell this." I'm like, "I don't think I want to. This is a
I'm
lot."
gonna play D&D on this.
Well, they were saying you can make this and like sell them, and I'm like, this is a $2,500 table with the amount of hours I put into it.
I mean,
mean,
yeah,
people
you
would
can
pay
then
that.
sell it for
People-
5,000, no problem.
I mean, you should at least try, make a Etsy page and take some good pictures of this and just post the one.
Yeah,
And be like, this is a special order table. Like, you
made
can,
on commission.
you
meaning
can adjust,
don't
like,
make a
the
stock and then sell it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thomas Williford does that, and he sells fucking $7,000 fucking steampunk gauntlets. So once people became aware of his product and his
Fucking
quality,
gauntlets.
Go away Fortnite.
so
Wait,
So.
where's our table?
I moved it. No, it's right here.
Oh, it's there.
I'm gonna have to move everything not too long from now, so
Also,
I'm not gonna
eat
put it
cookies.
out.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That was the smallest amount they had.
Are they the soft ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
when
Well, there's a
last
firm.
we
that's-
left off,
War cancel.
you all were continuing along your journey through the Cat's Eye Archipelago to help Sin the Tiefling get a hold of an ancient artifact, a weapon known as the Wind Razor. The last place that you had stopped is a small island for a breather, where you met an old crotchety druid by the name of Duko,
I love Grandpa.
who filled you guys in a little bit more on the history and the goings-on of the island, of what is currently going down, involving the groups in play of the island and what is happening to the econ and the ecology of the chain of islands. You then, in your infinite wisdom and in my infinite glee, decided, after hearing that there is a pirate stronghold very, very close to here, you decided to go raid it and burn it to the ground.
No, we're looking for information. No one said anything about burning it to the ground.
Looking for information.
That's because he wasn't here last game.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Carrot and I kind of collectively decided that the best thing to do is go attack pirates.
And I am so excited about this. I'm so happy. So, you went back and you informed Sin of the plan, and you are now making your way towards Northfall. It's going to take you about a day to get there. Sin very much informs the crew to not go at full sail, so that it takes a little bit longer than a day, so you arrive at nightfall.
Right.
So what do you all do for the following day aboard the ship?
We should make a plan.
I'm going to go and, do my galley business. Do my best cook life. And then take a long nap.
Okay.
I assume we got a long rest, right?
We've had a long rest.
We've had a
since
long
then,
rest since the last time we fought things? Okay.
right?
Unless somebody
Well,
used magic.
I did at the island.
on the island?
Yeah.
But we took her. Yeah.
You haven't had a long rest since then, but you
Yeah.
have had a short rest.
I took a short
So
rest,
your
which got
ship-
my spells back. I'm the one who wasted all her spells,
Yeah.
so
You got your petty spells back.
I
You
got my snit spells. And the druid insulted my goddess, and then
Gotcha.
About how long we're going to get there by nightfall, or is it going to
Gonna
be
get there
a
around
day?
nightfall.
and
No,
night?
you're gonna get there around nightfall. It's gonna take you a
Alright.
little longer than a day, because right now it's a little past noon.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask.
Got one slot. I used up one spell,
I'm
so.
gonna ask Little John. Is there maybe a supply of healing potions or something on the ship?
Probably. Get the fucking voices here. Captain keeps them.
Okay. And yes, okay. I'll go to Sin. And ask the same question.
Her cabin door is currently closed.
I'll knock on it.
Hi.
Hi, it's me. I just had a question for you. My accent's changed. I don't know what happened with it, but
You can
It's
come
okay.
in, you know.
alright. I'll go in.
Yeah, she's sitting there. Her coat's hanging up on her chair. You
Okay.
see her as she truly is.
Mhm.
She's kind of sitting behind a desk, like looking at maps, like looking around.
I
What?
said the chair looks glorious.
Is she in a glorious
That
chair?
is
She's in
one
it.
hot chair.
I mean, she was already in a pretty glorious chair to begin with.
I'm confused.
Because the jacket thing's
Oh,
Yeah. So normally you see a very tall, busty, attractive tiefling.
yeah.
Now she's
I've already seen.
very androgynous, very plain, very small.
Alright, just wondering, if you might have, an extra healing potion or two on the ship.
Well, do you need it? God, make your voice all up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to get there. Okay.
I mean, if we are going to do what we're going to do, and I think we are, yeah, I probably will.
Well, if you're going on an island, you're not going with me. But maybe I can spare a couple.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Alright, fine. She opens up a drawer and she pulls out 3 healing potions, sets them on the table.
Yes. Thank you.
So-
What kind?
What is your plan?
Beyond. Well, I kind of figured we'd do a little reconnaissance before we made landfall and make a plan from there. I haven't got a plan. If you've got a plan, go ahead and share it.
Well, how are y'all planning to do some reconnaissance before landfall?
Well, a little bit.
The door's open.
I walk in, and I actually I walk in and I pull out our
What kinds of healing potions?
Oh, regular.
our souvenir from when Slar attacked us,
Okay.
and I pull out their Jolly Roger, and I just like
I know you're that little bird, but
No, that looks like a plan.
what? Pretend to be a Slar pirate.
Are they affiliated?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You don't know anything about the.
No, I just know they fucking hate me. Never ran into these other fucks.
this is what's his name? Barbreaker now.
Daybreaker?
Yeah, Jellybreaker. You don't know anything about him. This is his crew.
No, that flag belongs to the family of Slar.
Yeah.
Specifically, Eldrick Slar, the eldest son of whatever Von
And
Slar.
they've no affiliation with Jellybreaker at all. Little bit?
I mean, likely.
What were you thinking?
Where's...
Well, let's fly the Jolly Roger.
Might as well.
Well, what if they're
Make
not,
them think they're us.
what if they're not exactly friends?
Right. At least they
Even
will
better.
end up blaming the wrong person if we manage to make it out of this.
And if we don't, because we fly the wrong Roger?
You think that they would hesitate to attack you?
Oh, absolutely, no. They've never seen my Roger before, they probably blow it out of the sky.
There we go. Same difference. Might make a difference in the future.
Pin it on someone else.
You're not gonna drive me to an early death. I acquiesce to this request.
Is it a ridiculous request?
Tis.
Tisn't.
Alright, when we get closer to the island, about halfway there, start flying.
We.
I-
Right. If we're coming in under nightfall, stay a ways away where we're not visible from land. And
Well, it's gonna be more difficult. Your bird's gonna have a hard time going that far out.
How far?
A few kilometers.
But
Telescopes are a thing.
in the dark,
Aye.
we kill the lights.
You know, a lot of things can see in the dark.
Yeah, that's true.
And I doubt someone like this, if they have watchmen, they're not gonna be blind in the dark.
Alright. I don't know, that was my plan.
Alright, well, this isn't my personal first rodeo.
Yeah.
My personal, I guess, thoughts, ideas on this. We'll try to find out where they're moored and park on the opposite side. Aye, D&D Beyond does this sometimes, because it's a little weird. Just reload that page.
Yeah, thanks.
Question.
I didn't want the HTML, thank you.
I was there when he received the water breathing thing, right?
How long does that last?
I believe so. Yeah.
Because
Yes, because you swam awkwardly to the group when that happened.
That's
so you
right.
were with the group at the time, yes.
So I know you had the
Water breathing.
locket of water breathing or whatever it is.
I don't know. Do you? Yeah, because he didn't. The dude held it out, and Jeremy was just, or halftime was just yoink.
Yeah.
He didn't make any. There was no sleight of handing happening.
Yeah.
There was just taking.
You were also there whenever I turned into an octopus and just
Mm-hmm. So
Actually.
I go and grab a half pint and this up.
So while you
Grabs us
scamper off,
both.
while you scamper
I'm
off,
asleep.
No,
Sin
that's fine.
continues what she was saying. Find where their boats are moored. Go to the other side.
That's fine, but how are we gonna figure that out if we can't?
You know my scout flies.
Not me. The better scout.
And do you think our Cochrane's gonna be less suspicious than a little bird?
Around these islands, they might take some pot shots at him, but it's not
That's
too
what I'm
awkward.
thinking. Alright,
Croqueans are more to the south, so it's not too out of the way for them to be up here.
alright. If you think it's a good idea, sure.
Well, if your bird can go a few kilometers, then sure.
I don't know, can I? DM?
Your bird's gonna have to make a,
Con?
yeah, contract.
What?
Endurance.
Go.
Raven.
Raven. They're
Gonna
not
make
really.
endurance.
They're not really migratory.
They are not migratory. It's gonna have to make an endurance check. I mean, by all intents and purposes, yes, it absolutely can.
Okay.
But it would have to make a check to, you know.
Alright, let me check my con.
You also don't know what the weather pattern is going to be like when you get there. That absolutely changes things.
What's going on? Let's show.
No good con for bird.
Mm-mm.
No good con for bird.
Not good. Right.
Mm.
Send yours. I'll keep mine.
I personally want to stay out of this, so if I'm going to send mine to help you, you have to give me something.
Which one?
What's
That's a
a
regular
dick?
question.
What? Something dick? Yeah.
She wants that dick.
Yeah, well, no, I knew that.
Give her the D.
It's not
Fine.
magic.
Whatever y'all find on an island,
Yeah.
I'm the first pick.
As long as it's not dangerous. Sure.
Whatever you find on the island, I'm the first pick. Alright, I'll send Connor. See if we get a little closer.
Right.
You have scampered.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
I keep wanting to call you Alex, but it's not Alex.
Was it survival or what was it
Arthur.
for the
Arthur.
galley? What was that make?
Oh, it's for performance.
It was performance.
For cooking?
Okay.
She's trying to make.
That
Unless
was-
you're just trying to make unless you're just trying to make like a regular ordinary meal, then yeah, survival.
Oh, okay.
But if you're trying to make something nice and fancy, I'm gonna say performance.
I got an 11.
11.
Yeah.
It's passable, absolutely. It's not bad. It's not good.
Regular-
It's
regular
definitely
ass.
it is a decent meal. It's very decent.
Regular ass.
Arthur.
Arthur. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Alex. Because I keep thinking like Alexi. I don't know why. Okay.
Why?
Arthur.
What is that?
I don't know!
I mean, yes, A.
Arthur, what are you doing?
I can't find.
Just
I,
think
I don't know
OG
what
wizard.
the other potion is.
Yeah, regular healing potion should be another. Should just be healing potion.
Yeah, it's. There's a
Potion of healing.
Potion of Healing Greater is on here. And then. A
What
bunch
do
of
you do?
resistance.
Select all and turn off magic.
I didn't have
Yeah.
magic on. I'm just in potion, the potion section. I mean, I'll try searching it.
I'm gonna say I'm
Instead.
meditating.
Meditating?
Not gonna be like green or purple. It's gonna be black text
It's not a problem.
for
It's
potion of
blue.
healing.
So I find it when I search, but not when I go into the potion
The
section.
blue one is superior.
Oh,
For
yeah.
a regular one, it's just
It's just black. It's black. I
Yeah.
see it.
Yep.
Cool. Sorry.
Because though it's magical, it's a common
Yeah.
thing.
That works.
Alright, so you've scampered off to grab a couple
Yes.
people.
I go and
Oh no, that's too much.
You would roll for a thing?
go for Little Dissa first. I was seeing
Oh,
what I
okay.
go for first.
After
I
you
had
finished your rather decent meal, small blackbird runs into the galley. It's not a raven
Alright,
library.
hello, little bit.
Hello, little bird. You want some food?
It's a crow in the galley, not a raven in the library.
Ah.
Okay.
We were listening to a song earlier.
Good song. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I eat real quick, and then I just
Thank you.
wave and I start heading away. Where are you?
surprisingly.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Are you?
I'm gonna be down there.
In the
I'm on
galley?
at a table, just like half asleep.
And I'm gonna be like,
What's your plan?
I'm gonna follow you down.
and well, you right now you're talking with
Right. When I'm done, I'm gonna go down to the galley.
Okay.
Or- well,
well,
no, I don't
we'll
know
probably
what
be heading up at
Okay.
that time.
Yeah.
So we'll meet halfway.
Okay.
But
Did you say something about water breathing out loud in that conversation?
No,
no,
Oh,
I didn't.
then never mind.
Because I
Has probably never heard that word before.
yeah, I know what's
Or
happening, but
swimming or whatever the hell.
You
octopus.
would have had to have known something whenever he was initially on the tour, right?
He may have heard something along the lines of it allowed to breathe underwater or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind. If I didn't hear anything, then never mind. I'm not looking for you.
Yeah, I kind of motion and point up to the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm half asleep. You'd have to like wake me up.
Oh, you're like half as I nudge you and stuff.
Oh, well, hello.
Well, a little bit. Got a plan? And I point up to the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Arthur, you down as well?
Are you in your box?
I'm meditating,
In
but
your
I
box.
think no. I think I'm more.
Floating upside down in a gym. Like
No.
cable.
I'd say I'm probably meditating on the top deck.
Alright,
Probably off
Yeah.
in some corner somewhere where no one really pays any attention.
Okay.
well, I start
I'm
walking
the captain's
and I head into the... Because I don't necessarily see you, and those two are the ones where working with my plan.
Yeah, I think I get where you're going.
But we head up into the captain's quarters right as you guys are finishing up. Does that work?
Yeah, I mean, her conversation wasn't very long. It
Yeah.
definitely would have taken you longer to go grab them than for them to finish that conversation.
I'm slowly, gently putting healing potion in my bag.
In my face.
No. That will be the way.
And we come in.
What's the plan?
We're sending call out to scout. I'm not sure when to make it.
What was the voice that the tour guide? Well, did my tour guide have a different accent from your?
Yes,
The one that we
mine.
had?
Now you cookie crumbs.
Mine was a very. It was a very this kind of accent, my friend. The kind that Matthew Mercer uses for all the people of that one city they went to. I don't remember.
That one city.
I don't remember.
I
The
don't
desert
remember.
one, right?
The desert one, yeah, the one in the desert. So that kind of voice there.
Like Senecure?
No, not
that was-
Senecure.
Like,
The one with the
Casino
casino
Super-
where they got where the little gnome got the spice. That one.
His name is Scan.
I just think. the
Anyway,
salesman-
but-
Spice? Spice?
I don't know how I can do
I
that.
control the universe with my spice, and you got some on your nose.
Anyway.
There you go. No.
Now it's on your mustache. There you go. Close enough. Anyway.
Breathing.
Breathe. Something like this?
Yeah.
Breathing underwater. That was terrible. Holy shit. I can't do that. But breathing underwater.
Scout out ahead.
Yeah, I can breathe underwater.
Well, how far can you swim?
I got a shark.
How far can it swim?
I mean, it
It's
lives
a
in the
shark. Yeah,
water.
okay, that's a stupid question. Sorry.
How many?
Up to 10 people for 24 hours.
For water breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think we should go in until we have the lay of the land, but it'd certainly be better to approach underwater than to try and bring the ship in.
I could also do a water breathing spell, I guess, and can have a bunch of like rock mounts and stuff for underwater. I can get some giant seahorses or something going.
Right, yeah, because I can't swim, so I just decided on the spot. Well, she definitely can't swim.
for a
fucking-
swimming lesson.
She definitely can't swim like several miles. But yeah, no. Oh no, you're rolling dice. Why are you rolling dice, dude?
I'm just preparing for something ahead of time.
Okay.
I can breathe underwater and I can go help scout, but it's because I mean animals are fairly inconspicuous, but it's just moving from water to land
Well, that's
and
why.
also being still inconspicuous is going to be a little bit of an issue.
That's
Do we
why
know
we're
how big
looking
the
at
island
land
is?
first.
You do not. I mean, you have
Like,
a rough
can
estimate
we-
because the map.
Yeah, like compared to the size of the other island.
Car's going out to search where the ships are moored. If we can figure out where their settlement is, and where they've got the heaviest guard concentration, we can just come in on the other side of the island.
What's it gonna cost us to have call search force?
Nothing. Captain's helping.
Do I know she's lying?
It's a pretty decent size.
Insight check.
So there was Dusttide, and it took you a long
now I gotta
time.
get my things.
It's about half the size of
I
Dusttide.
use a D20.
Okay. And which
Since my
where
dice
what
is
was the
the same.
island that we were on? That one. So it's smaller than that one.
That's
Yeah,
a 23 on
I
my
don't know what
deception
that
roll.
is.
I don't know where it is. It's a 7.
And
Oh,
Dust-
Or no, sorry, you were on.
12.
That was the one where Dugo was, the kind of oblongy one.
oh, okay.
And then that's the
And now we're heading to that one.
you're heading to Northfall.
So that one's about half the size. A little.
Yeah.
Where's my
Sin, you're
glasses
helping
and
us.
It's a
my
little bit
glasses?
smaller than the Dugo's island was.
Okay. And
Oh, you're a charisma caster too.
what
Huh. They're fun.
for that
I don't have
island?
super high charisma, but yeah.
Like going around the perimeter, like would it be if somebody set up a camp, like would it be viable to be able to quickly talk with each other aside from magic wise, like getting messages if there are like multiple spots, or is this too big for that to be reasonable as far as like fort wise? Can one fort fit on it, or would it only be part of the island?
A full fort could probably fit on it.
Or cover the entire island, or just part of it?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, this used to be a very large kingdom. They absolutely could build an island and make an entire fort out of it. You don't know.
That's why we sent out a scout.
Well, they also are going into dragon territory if they're getting on that island anyway, so it would stand to reason that they'd have to be either in a really quick hurry or, kind of haphazardly done, maybe probably broken and stuff.
Or the last bastion. Last people who haven't been scared out of the territory. Because the dragons are expanding.
Yeah.
Depends on who's there first.
Well, the dragons aren't expanding; they're expanding into dragon territory.
So, anyways. So,
Thanks.
Sin, you're offering to help us for free.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I refuse.
You're an asshole. You're metagaming.
Or I dealt with Sin enough to know that she doesn't
That's
send
true.
people in for free.
That's true.
Well, you also don't know that she didn't plan to come along yet.
She said that.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh.
said Captain's helping. That's what I said.
Yeah.
She's kind of helping. You don't know that Sin had originally decided not to go.
Right, I'm just asking. Sin.
Well, none of this is for free. You're not helping me for free, are you? There is no free in this world. You should know that of all people here.
It's true.
But now you know that she's a liar.
Pretty sure you knew that already, but whatever.
That's so new.
Yeah, we're talking about her that said
Oh,
she was
okay.
gonna
Yeah.
help for free.
She tried to say, no, it's nothing.
You asked me what was going to cost us.
Sorry.
Right, you said she was gonna help for free. Nothing.
I never
You
said the word
You
free.
said nothing. You said it would cost us nothing.
Because it's going to cost us nothing. As far as I'm concerned, we're not giving her anything. I mean,
It's a matter of perspective, I guess.
yeah. I think our characters have different perspectives on loot.
Pull out my healing arrow.
Okay.
Refill. Trying to channel my inner goblin. What's his name? Sorry,
Shake Tooth.
forget the goblin's name.
Shake Tooth.
Shake Tooth, that's right. Refill.
Whenever he says refill, I'm gonna look around.
What, you want more healing
for the
arrows?
wagon.
She knows that I have to pour a potion into the healing arrow in order for it to work. Right?
Oh, does she? I don't know, you bought them in
Not the healing arrows. I've had this.
Oh no, it was
Since I
the
met
barbed
her.
arrows.
It was
that
the
you
barbed
bought.
arrows that
Right.
I borrowed,
Right.
which I still have one. But she knows I've used it on her. Like she knows I have to refill it with a potion.
It almost killed someone doing it.
Technically, it did.
No, it's not dead. It's unconscious.
Yes.
No, you were at 2 death saving throws, okay? You weren't dead yet. But if you were to use that arrow on someone's last saving throw, they would legitimately die. The healing would not happen.
Revivify arrow?
You can revivify, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know revivify.
And no one here knows revivify. Not yet. That you know of, huh?
But yeah, she would know that it requires health potions in order to do that.
All you kids do is take, I swear to God. And she pulls out a healing potion and puts it on the table.
I grab it, I fill up my arrow, and
This
So it's
better
heavy.
be worth my time.
We'll see.
I've already made one really bad enemy. I'm not looking forward to make 2. I know, you're very proud of yourself. I'm a little proud of you too, but a little pissed off at what's going to happen in the future.
it's what we do.
But if we make
You're not
2
wrong.
and we set them against each other, no real loss there. Right. What's my intelligence? Because
That's a good question. What is your intelligence?
it's not that great actually. My wisdom's decent though, so. Where is my
My
intelligence?
saves are decent now.
Description? No.
And currently, everyone within 10 feet of me has really good saves as well.
But I also fill you guys in on. I show you guys the Slar Jolly Roger, and
You're a wizard, dude.
we're gonna fly the Jolly.
Why?
Are we sure that won't get us killed?
No. No,
but
you're
it's
not.
not any more likely to get us killed than going in with this shit. As
Why?
it is.
So
On
then
her
why-
flag.
then
I'm
why
not
bother?
affiliated with their crew, so they're going to shoot me down. Maybe they might parlay, I don't know. I mean, he's looking to expand his border, so maybe he would want to get in, but we don't know if they are or not. It's a crapshoot either way. Either one has a pretty good chance of dying.
If they decide to make an enemy of someone, might as well make an enemy of the wrong person.
That's fair.
Besides, that dick probably hasn't come into him.
Yeah, indeed.
Not in the fun way.
I said that.
Yeah, what was that intelligence again?
10.
Okay, you're happy.
My wisdom's
I'm
higher.
smarter than you.
My
I
wisdom's
have higher
higher.
intelligence.
What's your wisdom now?
My wisdom is 12.
Mine too.
Bard is also 16. Yay!
My wisdom is 12, but
I
14.
have proficiency in some wisdom skills.
My wisdom is 18. Fight me, my drunk ass.
You're a druid. You're a wizard and you're a druid. I don't know.
I'm a burrito, not a
You're
do we, is the map laid
That's your
out?
knee. It's
It
just
is my knee.
Yeah, it's on her
fun.
Alright.
Wait, not just that
But-
map. There's a bunch of maps just strewn over your desk.
So, for my, could I potentially, either using, no, that's with sound, my expert forgery trait, could I, like, make the island that, on that map look bigger so that we can kind of, actually plan with a larger scale, or...
No. Because you do not know the geography and the typography of the island, so...
Just talking about the basic shape.
Yeah, no, the 5-year-old could do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't sure if I would be able to do
If you're
wanna
just
try
looking for
and-
basic shape, yes, absolutely. You don't even need to make a roll for that. You just draw the shape bigger.
Yeah, I want to try and blow it up, and if there are any details on the map, I want to recreate it. Which is why I was wanting to do. I don't know how much detail is on the map. From is it more detailed than what you have, or is that?
Yes,
what it is?
it is a seafaring map.
Okay. So
It is a nautical map.
Yeah, I'm wanting to look at that and try and kind of blow it up.
You may certainly try.
Arthur pokes his head up like, blow it up.
I wake up from that.
Some kind of pyromaniac, go for it.
Okay, so expert forgery allows me
Just out from
to
beside the box.
take advantage
on
on
top
checks
left.
for duplicates as well. So
But you're not duplicating. You're altering.
yeah,
You're
that's
not
true.
duplicating. Now, if you were to one for one
Forgeries.
forge that map, yes.
Duplicates of existing objects.
So-
Alright, so do you
Because
not
you're trying to
want me
use
to-
information that you don't have, basically. You can see the
I'm-
map, and you can see the details around the map, but I mean, it's not like a perfect scale. Like, you can see...
No, I know it's not. I'm just trying to make it so that it would
Yeah,
be
you don't even use
easier
your forgery
for
for
us.
that. You can just try to make a fucking perform check.
Okay, performance?
Sure.
Okay. 17?
Yeah, it's really no problem for you to make a bigger size of
Alright.
the thing.
No.
So, to the
I-
best of your ability, you're able
Yeah.
to make you're able to use a piece of paper to make the island bigger.
Yeah, I do that real quick. And I lay it out so that it's something bigger that we can actually plan around, kind of thing, as far as, you know, wanting to, once we get the scout back. Which, about how long do we have?
It's not even been an hour.
Okay. That's fine. I wasn't sure if
Maybe
there
it's been like
time
15 minutes.
passed. I wasn't
that's
sure
fine.
if other time has passed. Like
Y'all
before
just
she
took off.
started her.
Y'all just took off.
Okay. Cool. Trying to get a sense.
Yeah. What about?
I'm
What are you looking for?
reading.
Well, I'm gonna start doing it. I don't know how long it takes.
You can try that with the
So
group.
10 minutes.
Make the map.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Planning.
maybe 10 minutes.
Well, no, because I didn't.
So as
you know,
they're talking with
from
whatever,
last time.
I'll do that.
And so
What you doing?
He's creating the island on a separate piece of paper bigger.
You know I can just do that, right? You can cast minor illusion and make a 5x5 like image of the island.
Sin right next to you does the exact same thing.
No, it was a good idea. And if you hadn't tried to do it, then we wouldn't have thought of it. So
Look, he's young, he's impressionable, sometimes you just gotta give it to him.
how old do you think I am?
Not you, him. He's young, he's impressionable,
yeah,
sometimes you just
no,
gotta let him do his thing.
How old is he?
How old is he?
Young teenager in bird ears, right?
I actually.
You keep insisting
believe-
that you're older than me, so
I'm 20.
20 in Kenku years?
How many years is that? In
I thought Kenko only lived like 5 or 6 years.
No.
They lived like 18, I thought.
No.
No.
I'll double check real quick.
Well, so
You
you're
guys
the,
continue on
you're the
while I
equivalent of-
double check for Kinku.
You're the equivalent of a 20-year-old human, basically. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
teenage Kanku, I think teenage Groot.
I am Groot.
They reach maturity at 12. They reach maturity at 12, they can live as old as 60.
60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So just a little younger than human years.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're 20 for real or 20 in Kenku?
well, they reach adulthood at like 12. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been by myself for a long time.
Okay.
So I don't really. I am
Yeah. 20.
social wise. I am a kid.
Because you're alone for so long?
I don't know. So like socially, I don't really know all of the details.
Understandable.
I mean, technically kind of same, but mostly just alcoholic.
Same but alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Ash thinks she's older than she is. Thinks she's more mature than she is.
Any hooser.
Anyway.
So yeah, I'm 20.
Well, is there any planning that we can do without knowing the lay of the land? Does anybody have any ideas?
I mean, I think we just need to like get that lay first, and then go from there.
I
Yeah. It may not be the best idea to just, run in and kill everything. Because there's probably more things to kill than there are us.
Yeah.
Can anyone shapeshift?
Sinriz or...
Are you coming with us?
No.
Can anyone else shapeshift? Yeah.
Is it
Just in the
shapeshift
animals,
or
Illusion.
illusion?
Yeah.
That doesn't.
You can cast illusion on others, can't you?
Okay.
Can I?
Well, she can.
Can I? If someone is the same size as me, can I just minor illusion my face?
I mean, yeah. You
Okay.
can do that anytime.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, guys.
Yeah.
maybe we try to pick a couple up on the edges and then go in as if we were them.
Okay.
All right. Well, maybe they've got.
I love it.
This is dangerous, please.
I
Save me from
I
myself.
actually look at the map that you minor illusions,
Okay.
and I try really hard, and then you guys upstage me. No. And I look at it kind of, and I'm pretty much miming like, if they're here, we come in from the other side and try and infiltrate from that way, kind
Right,
of thing.
right.
And, you know, wherever they are, do that main mimicry, unless yeah. That's probably the best I can do with what I've
any
heard
knowledge.
and yeah, not being able to.
So, Dragon Territory is to the north of the island. So, what's the likelihood of them having a fortress on the north over the south of the island?
So
So what Dugo told you was that Dragon Territory was more northeast-ish.
Well, but if they're trying to.
and it's not
defend
just
the
the
island, they
island
might
that's dragon,
have
it's
a
all-
Yeah, they have
facing out that
territory.
way. Yeah.
yeah, it's not just that island, the north part of that island, it's everything.
Right.
And
Do
they're
we-
poking at it at that island, right?
They're using Northfall, as far as you were told, they're using Northfall to poke
To
at the
expand.
Dragon Territory. Northfall is their kickoff point.
Okay, but how do you think they I've got a 10 intelligence. Never
There's
mind.
dragon territory.
No, you
You
can.
can't be a dragon.
You can be a wormling.
Whatever. I mean, like.
Well,
it's
I mean,
something- But like, we could.
how would they
What is
find-
the intelligence of the dragons that are in?
Huge.
But.
Big
okay.
ol' intelligence.
Okay.
All dragons, big ol' intelligence.
So, like, if we're trying to take these people down and they're trying to disrespect the dragons that are in this territory, if there's technically probably one on that side of the island, more than likely, if they haven't built something on whatever.
Well, yeah, if they're poking at the dragons, maybe the dragons poke them back.
Yeah.
See
And-
how they respond to an incursion.
Yeah. And, like, if we're trying to stop that from happening, then there's a possibility that there's also going to be an ally on the island.
Oh, you think that there's dragons on the island?
I mean, if something was trying to get up in my house,
I was letting
I think
so
it's
you
the
can
dragons on
lay it
the
out if
island.
you
and
want.
Islands won't really be taken care of.
maybe not.
We'll see what crosses.
Or at least there may be like scouts or something.
Now, I can't say as much for these assholes. But all I know is if there was a dragon on an island, I sure as hell wouldn't build a base camp on there.
I don't imagine they're there either.
Did he say whether they built the camp there or they
They have an
reclaimed?
encampment there, is what he said.
Okay.
He said they have a camp there.
I have an idea. Well, no, it's just all the ideas.
Hate it.
It's
No.
all.
Seems like you're the only one's got him right now.
Well, it's all the ideas that people have put forward, just all bundled into one. What if we picked off a couple of scouts if we could, did our best to go in disguise as him, and then just sort of point at this sky and scream and try to get him distracted by the biggest young dragon wormling that we can muster,
No, maybe.
and then see if we can find their leader in the confusion, take him hostage. Seems like easier than fighting everyone, right? No?
I mean, maybe. Again, let's maybe try and do the scout thing first. But I think that's the best plan we have so far.
I mean, I feel like that puts a lot of risk on the young wormling.
That's true. How many hit points do you have as a dragon? That's not a character thing to say. How much fire can you take?
I mean, technically, I don't personally take damage.
I'm wondering how many hit points.
And then you're falling from the sky and hit the ground.
I have 2 chances to turn into. Also, I can't fly.
Wormlings can't fly?
I can't fly yet.
Oh, you don't have a fly speed yet. Yeah.
I can't fly yet.
So you're not
No,
able
wait.
to fly even if you change into?
No.
Oh, okay.
She can't turn into anything that has a fly speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I can't
so
fly
that might
yet.
not work. Never mind.
Does anybody here know anything about dragons?
Nope.
Alright, then none of you would know what she can do with this.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about dragons?
Why would you know anything about dragons?
I don't know.
I read.
General.
I read.
Yeah,
I have a
general.
book
I mean, I was
about shenanigan monsters and
I was
stuff.
at least
You-
literate.
I would consider this going into that, actually.
I have a book.
I will let you use that book for this.
Okay. What would that be? Just investigation?
No,
Or
that'll be history.
I love that this adventure is bounded by coffins.
And a
That's
bed.
And a bed.
Yeah.
Where
It's a
but
coffin
no,
of sorts.
we can ignore the skull.
But it's with advantage.
We've
though,
decided the
because I have
skull's a
book,
good
right?
thing for a while.
Well, that.
Are you
Yeah,
still
helpful.
meditating?
It's fine.
Okay. It'll help me.
So it's an 11?
Give it the 1.
You have any new spells that might be
I
useful?
think by now.
Where's Bardor?
Do I know anything about dragons?
Yes.
Bardur is currently, after everybody was gathered, he's just chilling at the threshold to the captain's quarters, just kind of like watching everybody.
I look over to Bardor and kind of
Motion them in.
mows him and, kind of shrug as,
With your roll, though you can't be 100% positive, you are fairly certain that dragons can always fly from hatching.
I think dragons can fly from the second they're born. They're like colts.
And you can't. Colts can fly.
No, but colts as soon as they're born, they try to get up and walk all knobbly.
except with flying.
Except with flying.
Except
Yeah.
flying.
Except
Flying
in the air.
Alright, so maybe that doesn't work.
Air walking.
Part of the last Airwalker.
I don't fucking know, man.
Let's just go. Let's just do the whole scouting thing.
Right.
Let's get that done.
So,
Yeah, if that's our plan. I walk out and start doing my normal tasks.
I'll wait for call.
Okay. Any of you doing anything else in the interim?
I'm
Okay.
gonna stare at the freaking plant in a cube of dirt. Just downstairs in the galley, just like, what the fuck?
Tell me your secrets.
You've got a cube of
I do. I have a cube of dirt with a stick in it. I don't know.
We'll branch on it. Roll me a nature check.
You've got a cube of dirt.
Nature check though?
Yep.
So 13?
13?
It's not bad.
The little stick looks bigger than it does when he gave it to you.
It's a grower.
Do I
Please.
know what kind of stick it is?
That was
It's a
13.
large.
It's a lot.
Number 32.
I prefer tulip trees, bitch.
Yeah, you currently cannot tell what it is at such a young little sapling age because it's more like a branch or a twig from something. But it is definitely already starting to grow a little bit, like visibly. Not like, through the boat or anything, but it's visibly bigger now. Your
Okay.
discerning druid eyes. So night falls. Not too long from now, a few hours from now. The rest of the night carries on. A couple hours, no, I wouldn't say a couple hours before. Right about sunrise, Sin calls for the raising of the flag. The
Alright,
other
so
one.
we have taken a long, like, did
Yeah,
we sleep-
it'll be a long rest if y'all sleep like motherfuckers through the night. It'll be a long
Yeah.
rest.
I also want to point out that though I can make plants grow faster on my own, I'm going to let it grow naturally because I know.
and we're on a
Patience and shit.
boat, and if that is a giant tree,
Listen,
Bad things will happen.
it might not be a bad thing. I didn't say I would have to make it grow like that big, but could technically have a tree as a mast. Wouldn't that be nice?
Druid boat.
Druid boat.
So sun rises.
just have it float on its back.
And-
You're just
They raise up the flag, but not the Hell's Furies flag. It is the Slar flag. Specifically their I never remember the fucking name. Their privateer section flag, which is a tortoise shell with 2 spears going through it and a wreath around the edge. The rest of the day seems pretty okay. But as you continue on your journey, I don't even need to have you all make a perception check. If you look out to the south, which is roughly to the right of the ship, you do see dark clouds off in the distance, like stupid dark.
In
It seems like the wind is coming from that direction.
Oh, we going past the big squirrely death.
It's
Cool.
really done.
You are coming from here, and you're taking a trade wind around. And so, if you look out, you do see the giant tornado. You don't see the hurricane yet from where you are, but you do see the dark, pitch black clouds.
I mean, that's essentially the hurricane. That's fine.
really
Meteorological pedantry going on here. What's
It's really death. That's the meteorological term for it. It's really death. Big swing.
And this time of night, yes. Yes.
It's not this time of night. The sun's rising. Sun's rising, bitch.
It's in this day and age.
Oh, yeah.
in another hour the sun will rise.
But the
Figure a bridge. Oh yeah, I'm so classic. It
The,
smells like nothing like
that's
it.
about what I do too, honestly. I'm just like,
I'd have a glass if there was
don't want to make a glass
more
dirty.
than a glass left.
Don't
If-
make a glass dirty.
no, it's not.
More than the glass. Well, maybe
Um,
not the glass.
So right as the sun's rising, you do see another island off to your left. It's a rather large island. Seems nothing special, but it's a big ass island there.
How far away from us is that?
Not that far. You are kind of doing a curving motion, so you can kind of see it on the horizon.
I load myself into a cannon and fire at now.
Well, I was gonna just have one do a fly around and then report back if it's close enough, just to know what
It's on the horizon, so yes, but I would still have go and make an endurance check. Which would be
Because kilometers out.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
mind. Not gonna bother.
okay.
I don't want to lose my leg in the pipe.
The wind does kind of start picking up in the direction of Northfall, and Sin eventually calls for raising the mast a little bit to only go main mast. So the ship is going at a pretty still steady pace, but not nearly as fast as it would be going with all 3 masts down. And you just, as you continue along the journey, along a little bit, it's a very peaceful journey on a boat. It's nothing special happens. It's everybody goes about their business, enjoying their time. She makes meals. Everybody else does whatever the fuck they do.
I'm gonna be resting since it's gonna be a nice night raid thing going on.
Yeah, Bard's doing the same. He's crashing, getting a good night's sleep.
Oh, good.
Morning, day's sleep.
Just sort of sit in a little out of the way corner on the deck. Unless it's raining, and then I'll go down below.
But right as the sun starts to finally hit the waves, Ka does call out landfall, and then he immediately takes his bow and slings it around back, points down to you, does like he actually does a little snappy thing. He's like, and points to the crow's nest, and he.
Wait, no! I'm gonna cast guidance on him real quick in case he has to make a stealth check. It doesn't do
Is it a
much.
touch spell?
Yes.
Oh, he's up in the crow's nest. You gonna climb up and do it?
No.
Okay. So he slings his longbow around his back, and he just and shoots high into the air, like little speck high.
I'm
And you hear
assuming we
a
have
hawk cry as he takes off.
I'm assuming we have a spyglass. I make sure.
You always kind of have. Well, you have one specifically. Yeah, there's two in the crow's nest.
I am looking out towards the island with the spyglass, as well as keeping an eye on him as well.
It's fairly easy to do both. Go ahead and make me a perception check for him.
Okay. I don't get any bonuses for spyglass, do I?
No, because he is a small target and moving.
Wait.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
Little cocoon at the bottom.
20. Not natural.
Yeah, you have no problem keeping up with Ka, going back down to the island, going back up to Ka, remembering his flight path.
I love
He's
it.
not diverting too
Thank
much.
you.
He's very much seeming like a migratory bird. Like he's following the wind, the trade wind, absolutely. And he's just gliding along it.
Normally it's a nice foot.
I am mainly focusing on him until I get a general distance where he's relatively close, and then I'm seeing if they notice, like
If you
seeing
can see any change in the island.
changing. Also, do I see any ships?
From your position currently, no.
Okay.
You can see the tops of the island. You can't see where the shore meets the water.
Not a problem. Wasn't sure with the spyglass
Yep.
or not.
But you can definitely see that there is an island there.
Okay,
Oh, that outlet's
it's kind of like hazy, like horizon hazy kind of thing.
Yeah, also that too. But also because the globe is round, so you can't actually see where the shore meets the
Says
water.
you.
Shore meets the water.
Yeah.
So Ka's gone.
It doesn't seem very big.
Ka's gone a good hour and a half or so.
I am also going to. Hold on. I'm gonna turn into something, and I'm gonna scout out the underwater terrain also around the island.
Okay.
That is a thing I'm gonna do.
Now.
I mean, if it's scouting time, it's scouting
Yeah,
time.
for
Okay.
scouting time.
Scouting time, scouting
How
time.
far away from? Like, yeah, we're not that far away from the island, are we? Like, we're.
You are fairly far away.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're still a few hours minimum travel time.
Okay. Well, not now then.
Yeah, like,
You right.
He just saw the island on the horizon with a spyglass.
You're
so.
right.
and we pulled up sail, right?
No, you're still sailing toward the island,
Mhm.
but you're going
Okay. Not
slower
Yet,
than normal.
I will do that, but not right now.
What
Hold
does Sin want us to stop right now until?
You don't know. She didn't tell you. She just gave Ka instructions,
All right.
and Ka followed them.
Should we wait here for call?
I'm up in the crow's nest.
I'm talking to Sin.
Are you in Sin's room?
I'm on the deck. I don't know. I can shout through the door. Sure.
Is that where you went in the night?
No,
Okay.
it's not. I was sitting on the deck.
Roll performance.
And sleight of hand.
Crass.
What?
And
Her vest has a lot of buttons on it, okay?
pretty good.
Okay,
at
that's
both
what
of
you
them.
meant.
Crash as I lift up my bottle of wine and drink from it.
I am.
Maybe
classy
she leaves
bitch.
her vest on.
I am a classy bitch.
You know.
If requested of her, she probably would.
What's going on?
She said maybe she leaves her vest on. You don't know.
Sleight of hand fails, leaves the vest on. It's fine.
Rubs off done.
Performance is great.
Anyway,
Anyway. Well, are we still moving?
Yes.
Then I'll stick my head in the door and just say, should we stop?
Why?
I don't know. We're gonna wait till we found out the lay of land before we actually approach the island.
Did we see land?
Caught it.
Oh, good. Well, no, we're gonna keep making towards it.
Why? And now I'm.
Imagine for just a moment, you see a pirate ship approaching your base, and it suddenly stops off landfall and waits there.
Fair.
A little awkward for somebody who might be an ally of yours, isn't it?
Fair. Hey.
So we're gonna keep going forward, but we're gonna go a little roundabout.
Alright. Just gonna buzz him. Gonna buzz him. Well, now we're just all waiting for calls.
Yep.
yeah, I'm
And
keeping
about-
it-
Waiting
about
for
an-
us to get close enough at the very least.
I'm keeping my eye out for. I'm mainly keeping an eye out on Ka.
So this is north, which
Yes.
means that. Huh?
Yes.
Which means this is west. Does the sun work like it does here?
Yes.
So. If they look at us, then they're looking into the sun.
That's sunset.
At sunset, not sunrise. But it's sunset.
That is
Yes.
sunset.
Maybe we should just park there.
Look at you being smart as fuck. Think
know,
of things
right?
I didn't think about.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just park there.
I mean, that's
That's where we
we're
currently
approaching
are,
from.
yeah. We're approaching from sunset, yeah. See, look at him being fucking smart.
Whenever we get, like, I don't know, not like crazy far, I probably want to. I'm trying to think how far we would probably be. I don't know. Not like crazy far away, but far enough away that I can probably like kind of swim around and like do a whole thing and then come back. I'm just gonna
You
like
can do that at pretty much any point.
yeah, I'm just gonna like fuck off over to the side of the ship and just like
The drunk one suddenly falls overboard. What do you do? Insert Howie scream here.
yeah, but then it turns into more of a Peter Pan situation. You see a giant crocodile just in your because I'm a crocodile now.
Are you an ocean-faring crocodile?
It's a saltwater
Okay,
crocodile.
good.
It's a thing.
I know, so I said, are you an ocean-faring
Yes, I'm
crocodile?
not an idiot. I don't want to be a freshwater crocodile in the ocean. It's a bad idea.
Stop patronizing her!
Just 'cause you know all about patrons, jeez.
Hey!
Hey!
Anyway,
Alright, so you can do that at any point. Crocodiles, though strong swimmers, are not fast swimmers
it's
over long
about 30
distance.
feet.
Yeah, that's pretty average.
Yeah, it's pretty average. I mean, the fastest one would be a like reef shark with a speed of like 40 feet. But I want to be able to like if I have to go on land, like that's fine.
You can be a halibut
Hmm?
or a sailfin.
I want to be a crocodile. It
And
has
a
teeth that go
halibut.
chomp chomp.
Halibut.
May I have a gift?
Alright, so you can do that at any point you want.
Yeah.
You are all slowly getting closer to Northfall, but you are following the trade winds, but then turning to a more northern direction.
Mm-hmm. Just real casual, like.
You're casual, like, and again, it's about an hour and a half until Ka makes his way
God
back.
damn it.
It's an 8. Peek inside.
Are you sure you don't want to use this?
So it's like a 12 for just general investigation around.
That's hilarious.
So the Ka returns, he lands directly on the deck and then goes into the captain's room.
I'll follow him.
Okay. He doesn't close the door or anything, he just kind of walks in.
I'll follow him. I want to know what's going on.
And he walks over and very quietly just kind of says shit in her ear. Just, I wish you were a little bit more open with people, because now I have to relay this to them. But okay. We'll work on it, we'll work on it.
Does he ever talk to the people?
You only heard him say a couple words.
Well-
It talks to him, absolutely, but only in Orin.
Translated from Ari.
Translated from Orin. But every in common, everybody's only heard him say a word here and there.
Alright.
Respect his
Now, once he has gotten relatively close back, I'm keeping my eye on the island,
Okay.
seeing if I see any ship movement or anything like that.
Currently, no.
Okay.
But so you're now in the room.
What'd you see?
Well, he saw definitely an encampment. It's a mostly barren island, but they've got a big settlement there.
What side of the island?
Southeast side.
Can we start marking things on the map?
Get a scrap piece of paper. You're marking shit on a map, not me.
I don't think I should have my notebook. Does anyone have paper?
I do in my.
I got
Oh wait, hold up.
paper in the other room.
I have my old character sheet, which I don't need anymore.
I mean, there's
God, what a day!
as well.
What a fucking world
What?
we're in, where D&D players don't have scrap paper.
I do, it's right there!
I have some in the other room.
I actually had a dedicated
The
notebook.
fact, well, I was gonna say, the fact that literally every player wasn't like, oh yeah, how many pages do you need?
Well, the reason I don't have a dedicated notebook anymore is because I took it out of my bag to doodle because I didn't like that, and then I didn't put it back
Yeah,
in.
you're gonna hear me bitch about that.
No, I just need.
Honestly, that's what Jules does.
I just hit pencil. Oh, right.
There's an entire mug behind you.
I see them. Thank you.
Ah.
I
I
felt
don't
my
have my
perception.
pencil.
Okay.
I'm gonna go this way.
Happy food.
So, from what he tells me,
Mm-hmm.
pretty standard island fare. There's some small cliffs to the north side.
Okay, hang on. Okay. He overlooking the sea.
Hmm?
Overlooking the sea.
Overlooking the sea.
Alright.
Jeremy.
Small hills and things over to the fucking map here.
I had a blizzard before.
Southeast, there's some small hills, dappled in forests, that kind of makes a crescent around the southeast area.
Cool. Okay.
And they're, he said on the southeast, they're situated on a large hill.
Is the bad guys?
Aye.
Alright.
And then their ships are more to the south. There's a very nice, large beach in that area, and they've got their ships moored there.
Cool. It's a map!
This is map.
Any-
The forest, which then makes a crescent around.
Around the
Yeah.
hills. I thought you said it was on the
No,
hill.
around the hills.
Forest.
Let's see if these
Okay. I mean,
I'm assuming
Do you say that out loud?
that this is translated to me
That
on
looks
the
like a
crow's
sea
nest,
beach map.
like what he sees. In Arin.
Make me a persuasion check.
Do I see anything with the 14 while I'm around the island?
Persuasion?
Mhm.
That's a solid 8.
He gives you the need to know details only.
Well, that's what I was. That's usually what I figure.
okay.
So he tells you like where the encampment is, and that's basically it.
Or,
Where? We're coming from the west, right? Or no? We turned.
No, we're coming
We
from
turned
west
north.
and we turn more north. So
You're coming from the west, and now you're going kind of north to the northwest side of the island currently. Well, yeah, currently heading toward the northwest side of the island.
I am.
Only you had let me level up. I had. Sorry.
I go down, and after he tells me stuff, I go down and into the captain's quarters.
Okay.
So I walk in.
maybe after this. That's why.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, that's kind of thing with me
I'm
pushing
a
for the
crocodile.
combat. Not at all.
You're a
Fucking
crocodile.
off around the island.
I'm
I'm
investing
a piranha.
down below.
They live in the
Okay.
Amazon.
Amazing. I got a 14.
4.
Just investigation around the island, trying to see if I see any like either underwater things or any like little grottos and stuff like that, and like easier access points for
You-
sneak.
From underwater, you don't really see anything in particular. There's a
Crocodiles aren't necessarily underwater.
Is there a crocodile on the surface of the water?
Huh? I'm both.
Okay. Good to know.
under
Why?
but over everything.
I can only hold my breath for 15 minutes as a crocodile.
Make me an athletics check. For the water.
+4.
Or sorry, +2 athletics too.
10. You're kind of slow going. Going around this entire island, it is absolutely taking it out of you to swim as a crocodile around the whole breadth of this island, looking at shit. You are having to concentrate entirely on right now basically keeping yourself afloat,
Well,
as you are quickly losing energy as you're going through the waves, trying to get around this island. You don't notice anything that seems to be any sort of beneficial. You see some low reefs underwater, but that's about it. But it's going to be hard pressed to get back to the ship at this point.
Okay,
You can turn back. Turn to reef shark.
I can turn into a reef shark. I'm gonna turn into a reef shark.
Okay.
Oh man, that's using up 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
It is.
You can ignore my suggestions.
Nope, I'm gonna turn to a reef shark.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
it's
having a much
It's
easier
use
time
up
swimming
two or
now.
use up our druid. So.
You can't really see above water now, but you have a much easier time swimming.
Yeah.
And again, you see the reefs down below. There's nothing really special about it. You don't see any like secret sneaky ninja ports that are like underwater that go up into the middle of the pirate cave. No!
I'm gonna go back to the ship.
We're barely a shit.
What, turned into a goldfish and died?
No, that's Berkshire,
Oh,
right?
right.
Sure.
I'm
No,
gonna get that shirt somewhere.
no.
I'm gonna get it.
Like bust through from below and skip
Oh,
the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
dungeon to like two-shot the dragon or whatever the fuck she did.
I love
Hey, if you had the right spells, you totally could.
her. Lord.
I know, right?
Anyway,
I'm gonna go back to the ship.
Okay.
Take a rest.
You have no problems getting back to the ship.
Yay.
I'm mostly doing this for the optics of it.
Not legit. So, yeah. Sin relays that information to you. Bard kind of wanders in halfway through, but she's like, well, I've
what
done my
have
part.
you been?
I've done my part to help out. She goes up to you now.
Well, I guess we'll...
Yeah, I'm in there and
I'm in the restroom, just talk about your stuff.
Are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, so everyone, I'll show them this
So-
horribly shitty drawn map. Maybe
All of this is forest?
he said there's a crescent of forest around the hills, but there's only small hills in the southeast. So, who fucking knows?
I
I figured if we're gonna bring the boat in, it should, or even near shore, it should be by the cliffs, behind the cliffs, right?
yeah, I did that.
There's probably not good.
Go in that way.
That way, yeah. I think maybe this way.
How far?
I mean, can we climb the cliffs?
Hey DM.
How high are the cliffs?
I mean, we don't even necessarily have to climb the cliffs. We
How long did it take to wood burn this? Or is it?
2 hours.
Is it all burnt?
Yep.
How? Jesus, your hand must have hurt. No?
Well, I used a torch.
Oh, okay. Not like
I have a
iron.
wood. I have a wood burner that uses propane.
Propane accessories.
Propane and propane accessories.
Would it be viable for us to be able to climb up the cliff?
I mean, you may certainly try.
How big are the cliffs?
See, this
They're
is
not that tall.
Like 20 feet?
Well, they're taller than that. It would be a hill.
Now how long do we
Well,
have?
The cliffs are about. The
I
cliffs-
consider a cliff if it's
The
like
cliffs
vertical.
in
Good point.
Sorry.
You live in Illinois. Like
Yeah.
literally, this table's a cliff.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey,
How long until we get to the island?
Yourself.
About an hour or so if you go full speed, or if you go the speed you're still going.
I'm gonna go take a rest.
Are the cliffs more than 30 feet tall?
Yes. They're about. I would say about 50 so.
So they're climb upable, but
They're definitely climbable.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Somebody on this crew has a climbing kit. It's Bard.
I know.
Outside, but it's Bard.
how,
Yeah.
Well, after
after
that
what
one fun adventure, he bought a climbing kit.
how heavy?
I am not gonna get
How-
let those guys get
How
away.
heavy is 50 feet of rope?
Not very.
Could a raven carry it?
What about an unladen sparrow?
Swallow.
Swallow.
African or European? I don't know.
Ah!
Tim.
That is not. Never mind.
What? It's the same.
they call me Tim.
It's Cox.
So right as the sun starts setting, Sin gets up and leaves the room, and she starts flailing her hands a little bit, and you see little patches of the mask start to turn black, and she all the way up the whole thing, slowly but surely.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea. Alright, well, if we can't. We're gonna climb cliffs. Or do you want to go in around the side and risk being spotted?
Bard kind of pipes up. All I know is the last time I tried to climb cliffs with these guys, it did not end well.
Well, if someone can get me about 20 feet up them, I can go to the rest of the way myself and tie a rope off. Just saying.
Yeah, let me just pull out this ladder, 20-foot ladder.
Well, can you climb? Because I can easily bring 2 people with me.
No, not really climb.
Depending on what the surface
I
is
can-
made out of, I can technically dig through the cliffs again.
But you could also climb as a. Oh, you can anymore, right?
Yes, I can. It's an hour long to get to the island as a short rest.
Oh, wow.
I'm not doing a whole lot.
Actually, you can do that too, can't you?
What now?
Missy said.
Yeah.
And I think you can do more magic than I can for Brave to Rest. I mean, if we're going up the cliffs, there's no point in climbing the whole thing. One of us can hop to the top. That's a song from High School Musical. Anyway.
Up to the top.
Yes.
Set your stuff.
And set a rope. Why is Travis Willingham looking at me on here? D&D and physical health. Okay.
Makes sense.
Or we go around. One or the other. What do you think?
I
personally like the climbing idea because they won't expect it, but I don't know how well that will succeed with everybody.
Yes, that was what I was thinking too.
Don't worry, guys, I'm still sleeping.
Where the fuck is Half-Pint?
Probably in the kitchen. I think I saw him sleeping in a cupboard once.
Box, a cupboard. Well, it's better than his usual hole, so there we go.
What?
He likes to sleep in a hole.
Okay.
We are a fun group.
Clearly.
We have a classist, we have somebody who sleeps in holes,
And another who sleeps in boxes.
and now one who sleeps in boxes.
So were you gonna say something?
And I sleep with an axe, so there we go.
that has come up multiple times, and yes, you
It has, I'm glad we discovered that on the very first fucking campaign.
we did.
So
Anchor.
currently your ship is going about here, so
Mhm.
it's making its way northward.
Anchor.
Oh. Swim?
Mhm.
I can't swim.
Well,
I don't know if. Oh, I have seen him.
breathe underwater. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do that accent. It's so difficult.
It took me a while to practice it today.
Who? Sam?
No, the
Breathe underwater.
I can't roll my R's, so no, I can't.
A lot of people can.
That's
I will have to tell you a later,
Well, you're
because
gonna
a
have
little
to
depth of
practice
how
that.
to learn how to do it, because I told somebody, I kind of like tried to tell somebody how to practice it, and they were like, hey, it fucking worked. I was like, cool.
Neat.
Anyway, I mean, even
What if we split into multiple groups?
seems like a good
Split the party.
seems like a good way to die.
You're not wrong.
It's like Jinky's food.
You always make me and Scoop go nuts. I mean, have I seen your mount?
So, yeah. He's
And-
ridden at every single island we've gone into.
I've only been to 2 islands with you. so-
He's ridden at every
Okay.
single island we've gone
Okay,
into.
okay. Alright.
So you've gotten to see it at least twice.
Alright, well,
Now, in traditional warfare of this kind, they usually send the quick, the nimble, up the harder to find path. And send the not so quick and not so nimble along the slightly easier path, so the enemy sees the stronger, does not expect the smaller.
Thank you.
Shut up.
You get me.
what did you say?
So they send motherfuckers named Jack.
Okay, anyway.
Because they're nimble and quick.
Oh
I hate you.
I mean, we could try that, yeah, or we could stick together and not get murked.
I was just offering a suggestion, not saying that's what we should do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if we could ride that big fish thing, yeah,
But-
we could swim it.
Did he say that there was like a fence or anything around where their encampment is?
No, but it's an encampment. You can assume
Probably.
they've got some sort of barrier.
Okay.
Well, we're good at burning things, at least. Maybe we just
And-
hide in the woods and set fire to everything.
Have an arrow. My. Is gunpowder a thing?
Yes. You have cannons.
Just making sure.
You straight up gunpowder.
Okay.
Not yet, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You might fucking get a magic cannon. I don't fucking know. It is a thing that exists.
So you got it? Okay, because I'm
No, I didn't get it. I said fix it.
I think that that's it.
Yeah, How fast is our ship? How fast can our ship
Old
go?
bottle nose.
It can go about 140 kilometers per day. It's a cutter, so it's
Almost.
small and fast. And you would very much be aware of this.
Ship's bird.
Anchor.
Uh-huh. Swim? No?
Don't let the
Possibly.
halfling help with the planning.
Huh?
I don't.
You're not here!
I know.
Why? You could have
Because
come
I'm
up.
sleeping. Because I said I was going to be resting.
You took your long rest.
Right, but we're doing a night raid, so I'm resting during the day.
Okay.
Well, it's
So was
night
Bard,
now.
but once sun started setting. Well, the sun has now set. It's twilight right now. But
So-
Bard's up, and that's why he's here.
You're probably at the end of your rest.
Sleepies.
I mean,
I don't know. It
rest
depends.
doesn't necessarily intend sleeping.
Are you player character awake from your rest?
I'm saying no, because resting doesn't entail
He
that
says
you're
no. It's
sleeping.
his character.
Got this
He's still
up.
asleep.
Can you go get the other one?
Isn't she like... Oh no, she did swim back.
She
I
can
did
go.
come back. I'm resting. I think I'm technically where you
Alright,
are.
I'll go get you.
I think I'm also in the galley.
I'll go get
I
you
wasn't
guys.
a part of that conversation.
I'm gonna get you guys out of the galley then.
Yeah.
And just come on. We're trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, is it that time already?
Yeah. You too,
While
Speed
you-
Wagon.
While you do
I
that,
just says,
I'm, gonna,
oh!
I'm going to grab the wizard.
Okay, you're gonna go see the wizard.
Yeah.
Go to Wizard of Fire.
Not the one
And
that's
bring
in
him
us.
too.
Alright. Now that we're all together, canonically,
Uh-huh.
on the deck of the ship.
Liven up, you fucker. And I pull him in.
Sin, it takes her a while.
Enter,
It
pursued
takes
by
her
bird.
quite some time because you can only do a foot of a cube, or a cubed foot at a time. But Sin finally finishes turning the mast black and heads back inside her cabin.
Cool. Alright. Can your big fish thing tow the lot of us to shore?
It is a whale shark.
No, it's a reef shark.
It's a reef. Right, you can't do a reef shark.
Big fish thing.
Reef shark aren't that big.
Do not.
Can't you change it to whatever you need it to be? Or
Takes 10 minutes. I prefer not to waste a spell.
That's
Might
not
be
whatever he needs it to be either.
Yes.
DM approval.
Mhm.
I realized that a whale shark was a bit too OP, so we had to change it to reef shark.
I mean, a little bit, but then it gets really slow.
Still a little OP.
Okay. Well, you wanted to swim. Can you swim? Because I can't swim.
Anka,
Very awkwardly.
apparently.
Maybe.
You're a bird, not a fish.
There's
Anka,
ducks and things. Uh-huh.
coming.
Can we not use a rowboat to get to shore?
Is that what you're saying?
Good.
Well, however,
Alright.
yeah, I mean, if that's...
Breathe underwater.
Can do that for everyone before we get going. And then that's the encampment there, I take it.
Aye.
So, if little Dissa can help us with sneaking, I don't see an issue with sneaking into the encampment from the forest.
Alright, avoid the cliffs altogether, sure.
Because the
What's the-
forest takes up most of the island except for around the encampment.
A good chunk of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
And
all of
then
it, but definitely a chunk of it.
Most of it is beach aside from where the cliffs are. Or is it
No,
just
the
that
beach,
southern
the
part?
only real beach is on the southern part.
Alright.
It is a very large beach, but it's the only really beachy part of the whole thing. The rest of it is very straight, like drop off into the ocean.
Alright.
Okay, so how, even if we didn't go to where the cliffs are marked...
You can still get on the island, but there's no, like, you can't get a boat onto it. You'd have to, like, somehow attach it to the side. There's
Okay.
no, like, beach front, really.
But we could manage with the rowboat. We could just tie it off or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could definitely manage with a rowboat. If you had some way to secure
I
it
mean,
down.
we
yeah.
could secure it to my shark
You could absolutely secure it to your shark.
and have my shark just stay offshore, keeping the boat from hitting the shore.
That works, yeah. All the show is going to shore then?
Yeah, but what if we need to get away really quickly?
It's within a mile.
Now you have a boat that has a shark attached to it.
Yeah.
And it's within a mile, so I can talk to it.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
I mean, with the shark towing and speedwagon rowing, I think it would probably go pretty fast.
But there's no way to tell where we would be going.
Just call the...
Does it poof if it's farther than a mile from you, or you just can't talk to it?
Can't telepathically
Okay.
communicate.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Create a distraction.
Yeah? Where? Out there?
Use
Coming
the
around the
boat
side.
to.
You think your captain's gonna do that?
She's in your quarters right now. You're all on the
But
deck.
why do we need to create?
Oh, I thought we were. I
She
thought we
said
were
you all
looking
met
at
on the
map.
deck, so I don't remember.
Why
Oh.
do we need to create a distraction if we're coming from a side where there's no?
Because then they've got no reason to look. Even more security. Right?
I mean,
Pull some of these guys off.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah.
yeah, but if we're sneaking up from the side and they can't see us anyway from where we're coming in at because of the sun, like it's going down,
Right.
and there's a giant forest in the way.
It's not a bad idea, but who's gonna do it? I mean, if you think. Wish Arthur could fly. That would be great. Just fire on my bow.
We would also need a ride. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably not the best idea to have.
So what do you think so
I
far,
mean-
Bard?
I'm not opposed to coming in from a blind spot.
I
At the sun side, it'll be dark by the time we get there. But forest side, if we're small against the ocean, they
Well,
can't
the
see us
forest
through the
side is
forest.
still the sun side.
But the sun is down.
I mean, I can black out everything around us and still steer, but
That would be mighty inconspicuous. A black ball coming toward everyone.
that's what I was thinking, yeah.
But if we are relatively close to the water, like say in a rowboat or on a fish or something, we are far below the tree line. They can't see that.
Thank you.
Unless they've got people in the forest.
Unless they've got people in the forest. Alright. Might as well try it.
go
Yeah.
underwater. If they've got people in the forest.
If they've got people in the forest, we've got no way of knowing. I mean, I guess I could send send the bird once we're close enough.
Well,
Scout the forest, but no. Should we just go for it then?
Aye.
Aye.
Alright. Are we trying to kill them all? Or just...
I'm not entirely opposed to this.
You're not.
But my morals are a bit ambiguous.
I mean, I figure if we can get someone with enough authority to make the rest of them stand down, that's pretty much the same thing, right? I
But
want
they're
information.
pirates.
I doubt it.
Would
They
Yeah,
keep
pirates.
fighting, then we keep fighting. That's fine.
would that do
Fine.
it? Like, would I know if that would do it? Like, have we've come across enough groups
You've
that
come across enough pirates to know that, dude, they would mutiny if the captain like spits in the wrong place. Like
valid.
they have no loyalty beyond fear to a captain.
That's true.
For the most part, there are some captains that are different. Sin's different. There's others that you've met that are different, but like especially for ones like Jetty Breaker's crew, they run on fear.
Cool. Alright.
So taking on their big
So they're
guy
not
isn't.
going to.
They're not going to be like, oh no, you have our captain hostage. They'd probably shoot the first arrow.
Fair. Oh, well, I guess we kill them all.
I mean, their captain also sent them way out here into the middle of fucking nowhere, so they might be a little disgruntled anyway. So that's also a thing.
We should.
Do you think we could talk them out of it?
I don't
Talk them down?
know. Maybe
I'm game to try.
we could also drink with them, and then maybe they would stop fighting.
I'm game to try. As long as this just isn't another ploy for a drinking break, I'm game to try.
we need to try and be as stealthy as possible.
You're right, Captain Kirk.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying to stay consistent. with,
You're doing
her.
good. It was just like a couple of pauses in there.
No, yeah, it was. I didn't notice it until she said something. I was like, oh yeah, there's a similarity there. Yeah.
We need to try to be.
Little more stealth.
My God.
My God.
Anyway, you're right.
We need to try and be as stealthy as possible.
Yeah, it's true. What do you propose? Beyond what we've got.
Slow and steady,
Slow and steady.
one at a time.
In the
It's
boat.
the safest way.
One at a time in the boat.
I think he means underwater. Single file. Hide tracks.
I see.
These blaster marks are far too accurate.
I mean, technically, I can also.
Stay in the trees.
Yes, of course.
It's safest there.
Let's get
You are
over.
aware that once the fighting starts, I become very visible, right?
Aye.
Well,
Again, like I can't roll my R's, so I can't do a lot of accents.
ridges.
La, la, la.
Yeah, that's not how you do
La, 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 la.
it. It's not. It's not
It's not an
conscious
L
control.
sound.
It's also not conscious control of the tongue. It's
I mean,
improv.
Yeah,
we could also just walk there.
on the water.
Yeah.
That might be extra conspicuous.
Is it?
Is that also a
Army
thing that you can
crawl.
Yes.
do? The fuck?
Just army crawl there.
Across like a mile of water.
Yeah, we got it.
I have.
I mean, it would be no different than sailing there.
Yeah. Either way, we should get going though. We don't want to lose the night.
Are you able to?
I want to.
This is out. Are you able to do both pass without a trace and walk on? Or are those two?
Pass without a trace, I believe, is concentration.
concentration.
Water walk, I don't think is.
No, it's not. It's not.
So
Water
she
walk
can
is-
water walk and then pass without a trace.
How many people
How
can
many-
you pass water walk on?
10.
At one. At one time? Nice.
The water spells are usually 10 at a time. Fly too, I think. No, fly you have to
No,
cast
fly
higher
is
levels.
once per level, one per level.
But yeah, most of the water spells are 10.
And I don't have it yet.
Fly or the water spells?
Fly.
I
What's
have
also really
never
fun
once had a
is if
character
I
on
do that
fly.
to something that's underwater.
Oh, that is my spell.
Is it?
Keep that in mind. Whenever if it's something that's underwater and I cast that,
Are you gonna turn into Tiberius?
they just bop right up to the surface
I thought.
real quick.
Okay, to be fair, I
We're
was
not
doing that
able to
before I
control
watched
if we can, like,
season 1 of
stay
Incredible.
down.
No.
What are you doing, Tiberius? Like I thought.
It's basically like you just become like
I did it
a
like
buoy.
for
If
good
it's
reason
underground-
though,
if it's underwater,
not because I
you,
was
like,
coked up.
zip up to the ground.
Like-
and
I cast fly on myself and I hover.
like real quick.
So you're sitting in a bar. I cast fly on myself.
I want to run into the glaive at the old woman.
That was fucked up.
God, I hate him. Oh my god. Travis's face every time he opened his mouth though was priceless.
Yeah, let's not throw shade to a poor droid man on our stream.
Okay.
I liked him.
He made some terrible life decisions and lost his friends because of it.
I don't know.
Fair. Okay, fair. Valid.
I'm not leaving tonight.
You're not leaving?
I was just getting up and getting a do.
Do. Oh, you're gonna be out the door.
So our plan is to water walk over.
I still think we should take the
Stealthily.
rowboat.
What?
Doesn't cost
How long
us
does
that.
water walk
An hour.
last?
Hour.
An hour?
Alright, we can water walk. Sure.
It's less inconspicuous.
It's less or more in the boat.
It'd probably be
I
about.
would
What would be
say
faster,
less,
walking
actually.
or taking the boat?
But the boat would definitely be faster.
Yeah, depends on who's with.
I mean, if we wanted to waste
Ariel.
like so many of my spell slots, technically, I could also cast Long Strider, and then we just like, tear.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Fun fact, that's how Dooku gets around. When he's not bee shaving.
okay. So, how many of us are taller than 5 feet?
2?
Does anybody
I
else
think
have
2.
2, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2.
Has anyone else got minor illusion?
Sin, I think.
Oh no.
Uh,
Arthur!
What does what would
Arthur.
minor illusion do though?
If we walk single file, I can.
and
And with 2 minor illusions, you can stack 5 foot, 5 foot, just an image of the ocean right in front of us, like as a blind.
You beckon?
Or have the.
Do you have minor illusion?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we might as well water walk. You and I can disguise us as long as we walk single file.
Fragile.
Fragile.
Fragile. Shall we?
I.
Aye.
Aye.
I.
Ay.
So you all doing this?
I mean, I'm waiting for consensus from Arthur.
Arthur, yay or nay? Arthur, yay or nay? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Say it again.
He says yay.
Cool.
What about have fun?
I'll take my meds real quick and I'll drive.
Yeah.
fine with whatever.
Alright, yeah, I want to get going.
He's gonna run a
Alright.
shark.
Yep,
I can disguise you if you do that.
I'll be underwater.
Oh, wait. Okay. That's my chance. So, what's my range? It's 30 feet. Perfect. So I'm still gonna let one of the tankier ones walk in the front because I have a 30-foot range on minor illusion, so I'm gonna stay back anyway. But if we walk single file, might as well. I say speed weapon goes first. Or bar door.
No, I say speed weapon. He looks more pirate.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what
His
we look
pink
like. That's
frilly
kind
apron.
He's also very large.
That's true. Alright, well, I'm gonna put up an illusion of what the ocean looks like behind us, and Arthur's gonna do the same so that we have 10 foot by 10
It's minor illusion. Can
Minor
you make
illusion.
it?
It's 5 by 5.
You can't
so
make it move.
5 by 10. I can't make it move?
I thought minor illusion couldn't move, couldn't they? Oh, okay.
That's the other system.
That
was like
you
a
can't
different
interact with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't interact
you
with
can
it,
make
but
it
it
I was just
moves.
confusing my systems. Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Sonic
thinking about
system
Connor's
with-
system.
Right. So we're just creating a blind that we keep.
Because I do know that
going.
there is an illusion spell here. I don't know which one it is that you can make a non-moving illusion.
Yeah. No, you can make it move. It just can't create any other sensory effect
Okay.
other than the.
So yes,
one
you can make waves and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
you can send Ario Jesus out front.
yes, Ario Jesus can go out front, but
Mm-hmm.
he's still hidden. We're all still hidden as long as we don't break single file like Tuscan Raiders. Okay, we're doing this.
We're not able to see through
So
the
is
minor
past
illusion.
the trace happening as well, or are you all just going to be walking in the water?
I don't think we need pass without a trace until we get onto shore.
Because it's walking like it's solid ground anyway,
Yeah.
so like there's no like splish splash or
Yeah.
anything like
No,
that.
yeah, you're Jesus walking the whole way.
Yeah.
Okay,
We Jesus
let's
walk.
do it.
All right.
We're stealthily doing it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but
It's solid
They
ground.
just see your
no, we're
hands.
hidden. As long as someone's playing an instrument or something.
I think Bardor
fine.
might
It's
too
nighttime.
because he's concerned.
Pull out my squeeze box, like. Oh.
Why did you leave that on the ship?
We're still on the ship. So we start. So you cast the water walk, and we start heading that way
Mhm,
with
you
the
cast
two
minor
minor
illusion.
illusions. So
I'm still in the back
cast minor
though.
I do my water breathing
go ahead and mark
before
that.
we, or when
Minor
everyone's
is it?
getting
It's
off
a
the ship.
cantrip. That's why
Cantrip.
I'm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
So
And
then
then
you're all
just
just kind of
dive
walking
into
back
the
toward
water.
the ocean then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all,
We're trying
heading
to.
toward the island.
Yeah, we're trying to be as quiet as possible.
well, that's going
Right.
to take you a lot longer if you do that. All right, so you all, it takes you
And I'm on my shark.
a good chunk of time to walk to the island. Not too long though. You have a good few minutes left on your water walk when you finally make it up to the up to there.
Cool.
There's a small incline, a rocky shore, I guess you could say.
Where are we on? We're cliff part or right there?
Yep.
Okay.
That's about where you're at now. So the cliffs are just to your right. There's a rocky shoreline in front of you, and you can see the forest stretching out. There's a little bit of a break between the forest and the cliffs to your right, and you can see the forest pretty much the whole way to the left of you guys.
I kind of scan the island. Do I see anything?
You see trees.
Trees.
You're in front of the forest. You see trees.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
How dense is the forest?
Sparse. It's not super dense.
I'm gonna just have a bird do a quick pass, like right in front of us,
Alright.
just to maybe come back and I guess tell me if there's any.
She's going through the
people.
trees.
Yeah.
Perception check forward.
Oh, he. You screw me up. Okay.
Don't screw me, Gil.
Perception. 14.
14.
Yeah.
He does not see any signs of people currently in the forest chilling.
Alright, bring him back. Put him on shoulder.
Okay.
I start heading
You're heading
in
in?
towards the thing, sneaky beaky like.
Stealth check.
Alright. With a +10 because of cast without a trace.
No one cast it.
Did you guess it?
And cast it.
Okay.
Are you gonna cast
So
it?
if y'all are being sneaky, roll me a stealth check.
Are you gonna cast or not?
I mean, do
We're at
I
the
mean, it's
shoreline.
your spell slot. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you. You don't know if you need it yet or not.
Yeah.
But assuming ash-related information, there
Yeah, I
doesn't
did.
seem to be any people in the vicinity.
But it lasts an hour, so we'll get there within an hour, won't we? Or is it too big for
But
that?
if we want to not go straight through, I mean, we might want to hang out in the forest for a bit and observe. We might not want to.
I'm not gonna cast it right away. I'll wait until we get like a little bit closer. So like right as soon as we get on the shoreline, I'm not gonna cast it. But like whenever we've gotten like, we can see distant like flickers of light.
Okay, so everyone who is sneaking in this, roll stealth check.
22.
I figured.
Sorry.
11.
I think that's a 10. Low.
I get a
Oh,
15.
no, it's a 9.
9.
9.
Everyone but Ash. Manages to rather faithfully stay relatively quiet. Even Bard is now getting a little bit more used to going through forests in his heavy-ass armor. Ash, unfortunately, it seems like every loose twig and branch that you come across, Ash happens to step on while avoiding another one.
I feel like at this point, wouldn't Art Speedwagon like pick her up?
Probably.
I don't
I don't know. Roll stealth for Speedwagon.
I don't know his dex.
That's a good point. We don't. I want to say it's 11 or 12.
Is he in the campaign?
14.
No.
14?
No.
That sounds right. His stats are pretty high except for one of them.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Also Speedwagon. Speedwagon and Ash are both. Oops. Oops.
I look at him and go,
Oops. And right as you turn to shh, crack, and he turns. Shh. Be quiet.
I have my bow ready.
So what are you doing?
Oh man, if only somebody
Getting
did silence
close
spell.
prepared for.
Well, because they won't shut up, I will probably then cast.
That's Andres.
Yeah.
alright. If you're casting it, then I have a 19.
Except you already failed your initial stealth check.
Yeah. So,
Your next stealth check will be with a +10.
okay.
So I went ahead and I cast it.
So what are you all currently doing? You are now in the forest, on the island.
Walking in the
Right, my turn.
general direction of the encampment.
Yeah, I'm wanting to try and come at it from the northwest.
I'll follow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of make a loop so that I'm coming at it from here.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the forest and then around.
Just a straight
From the
line.
direction where the
march,
ship
yeah.
was coming before it went around the island. Okay.
I'll follow. Wherever.
So then I
I'll
might be
follow.
able to see where the ships are as well, so that it's not the encampment won't be blocking where the ships are.
Okay.
Kind of thing, so I can keep an eye on both.
You drop something.
Bard follows behind the bird as well.
Tree wise,
Mhm.
would I?
How
Well,
dense are the
as-
trees? You
yeah,
said
how
They're
dense
not
are they?
super dense.
They're not like
They're not
the
super
other
dense.
island.
No.
All right. The other thing is once I
like
start
the
getting closer,
bottles.
I'm actually gonna climb up into the tree and get a more higher advantage as I see the crest of the opening.
Mhm.
I want to climb up and get a higher vantage point. Still, like
So as you come to the edge of the
back.
forest.
Yeah, towards the edge. I want to climb up.
Okay.
Still keeping an eye out if I see anything in the forest or anything. And do we hear, once we get on the, like, where we're at now, do we hear commotion? Like, is everybody having a grand old time, or is it relatively quiet?
You do not hear anything from your current position now.
Okay. And about how far would we be of a walk? Like a mile?
Given your estimation of the size of the island, probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles.
Okay.
Through thin forest.
Okay.
My past perception is 17. I'm just putting that out there. And
Okay.
I am keeping an ear out.
Okay.
I'm also gonna make a stack.
you hear a lot of branches breaking. I'm just like,
So as you go a bit more westward and then kind of curve inwards, go ahead and make another stealth check, everybody, with
I
your
was about to
plus
say.
turn.
I'm gonna whisper to Steve, like, try to be a little bit quieter.
Oh my god! 12. 13. 13.
Also 12.
17 and like a 30.
No, sorry, 13. 13.
13. Yeah, we all rolled 2s. Cool.
5 for Bard. Yeah.
25. Thank you.
Same.
Speedwagon got a 17. I got a 30 something.
All right.
We'll go 35.
Alright.
I got a 35, guys.
You are all managing to definitely be a little quiet. All the magic users, except for the one used to the forest, are having a little bit of a harder time with it, but still managing to remain relatively quiet.
I seem to have disappeared, maybe.
Yeah. You phased
Yeah.
into another dimension.
Fucking Half Pint, you didn't even know Half Pint ever existed. He is one with the
That's
shadows.
cool. I'm not.
Like, you're 90% sure once she cast Pass Without a Trace, Half Pint just sunk into the ground.
He baxed.
He baxed.
He
Yeah.
baxed.
Yeah.
Can you lean all the way back in your chair so that you are below the level of the table, please?
You literally asked for
I
it.
didn't ask him to drop on the fucking table. That's for fucking sure.
Okay, I'm so happy that I did the
I would
legs
recommend
like
if you're
this.
gonna make a stack, pull the bottle closer to you.
No, I haven't.
No, I'm gonna need you to do that.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have to
Like that.
move it soon.
Oh, map.
Map.
That
I'm
means
the
we're
map.
gonna
I'm
come.
the map. I'm the map.
Not at this moment, but I mean, if you're building a tower, I'm giving you some forewarning. Build the tower closer to you.
Oh. That's a 1.
So as you're gonna curve around
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and start heading. Are you gonna approach it from the west or from the northwest?
Northwest.
Northwest. Okay, so you
I
curve
want
inwards.
it enough so that we can see where the ships are as well as where the thing is. I am like on the. I'm stopping before we get to the edge. I want to stay about 15 feet back. Enough where we can see everything without being out in the open.
Well,
or
you
right
know
on
that
the
you'll be able to
edge.
see you know that you'll be at the edge of the forest. You
Yeah.
don't know how close the encampment is. You don't know how close the boats are.
No, yeah.
You
I,
just know you'll be at the edge of the forest, closest to the encampment.
yes, that.
I can still scout once we're closer, so.
So once you're pretty, go ahead and make me a survival check. You're the one leading the way.
Well, it's good to have the ranger lead then.
Survival would be 14.
Yeah, you don't have too much of a difficulty discerning rough direction. You know, you're not sure if you're, to the meter or anything, but you're pretty damn sure where you're going from here.
Yeah.
So you curve inwards, heading more in a southeast direction now.
Yeah.
Until you finally see the edge of the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, wrong. Sorry, Jeremy, wrong hand motion. That one. Because I did this at first. I was like, wait, no.
Is there
Army things.
alright, well once we're at the edge
Sneak
of once we're at the edge of the clearing, I'm gonna have one do a little fly around. No?
I don't know.
Are you gonna say something? Because otherwise I'm gonna do it. I mean, he's a bird. He's a little bird. He's not
Go for it.
not like a giant aircraft.
Have we seen other birds and stuff on the island?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you've seen sparrows.
Blackbirds, crows.
You roll me a perception check.
As long as I've seen other birds, I
There
feel
definitely are other
relatively
birds.
comfortable.
Absolutely.
I'm
15.
fine with that.
15? You've seen some other blackbirds.
Cool.
Nothing as big as your raven, but other blackbirds, absolutely.
That's fine. Big one.
Yeah, go for it.
Really big blackbird. Alright, yeah, I'll send him out. Do I see anything before he gets out of the 100 feet range? I'll put a hand on Speedwagon
Well, I check distance real quick.
and go blank. Actually, I won't put a hand on Speedwagon. I'm not killed with a guys. I'm just gonna go blank. Where's he going?
Checking the map.
On the map. On the map.
Take this blanket. It's mine now.
You cannot see much before he gets out of the 100 feet range. You definitely see an encampment. It is up on a raised plateau.
Uh-huh.
You definitely see that.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm like
before
autorized.
he poofs out of range, you do see tents
Cool.
and a stone wall surrounding on the plateau.
About how big is the wall?
Not very. It's like maybe 5-6 feet. It's
I'm-
very small.
I'm I'll break out of him. Well, once he gets out of range, I'm gonna tell him to keep going. To just take a look at it from a distance. And come report back.
Okay.
When I pop out, I will tell them everything I saw, including whatever estimations I have about the size of things and the number of tents.
Alright.
Tents.
Do you estimate between 15 and 20?
Cool. Okay.
And are these like one-person tents?
They're pop tents, maybe 2 people.
Okay. It's a dice tower.
I'm proud of you.
It's a dice tower.
Dice tower.
Gotta watch out your shitty.
And then the burb comes back.
The bird comes back.
Bird comes back.
Also,
and
I'm up.
Yeah, okay, you're injured.
the bird came back.
So it's about 100 feet before the encampment?
Yeah. So
Make room, please.
I will tell y'all that we're about 100 feet from the
Oh no,
encampment.
make room.
That's why I'm.
No! I need to throw my dice.
Here for now.
Aren't we glad that I got a bigger table?
Indeed.
You got a bigger table?
Indeed.
Creating that.
So, north, south, east,
Uh-huh.
west.
Do you want me to weigh this down?
So we're basically
Shouldn't need it too much. Anything will weigh it down.
so we're basically at
So
that corner there where that maroon bag is.
Yes, you are roughly at the maroon bag.
Sorry, what way is
Well,
north again?
Yeah. I want the
That way?
papers.
North is to Ash.
Okay.
Wait, I said that their ships were docked south, or southeast, southeast? Yeah.
Down this way.
Okay.
Towards me.
So we're coming from here.
Yes, you are currently coming from maroon bag.
Oh, maroon bag. It's not
Maroon.
maroon.
Well, it's
It's a burgundy bag.
It's burgundy.
It's like a wine burgundy, whatever.
Yeah.
But
It's a
so what your bird is able to convey to you in ways that make sense is you do see roughly this.
Siege weapons.
And he points out that there's a large shape here. A very large shape. He's not able to. What
I see
you're
a shape. Sorry. Anyway, okay.
Is the shape moving?
Is it moving?
It was moving,
It was moving.
and I want everybody to make me a perception check.
Should I do for Glenn or for me?
For you. This is not for the bird.
Is he back yet?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why he's conveyed all this information to you.
Okay, so he's back on my shoulder. Well, that they changed his perception.
Yes.
score,
Nice.
Which is good because
26
that's a
technically,
15.
but not 20, so.
Yeah, it
No,
doesn't
sorry.
fucking matter what the number is. You got 20, like.
That's 13.
13 was everyone's number?
I got a solid 7.
Reiterate just because it's awesome?
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh!
13.
26.
17. And then I don't know what Speedwagon's
But then why did
perception
you say that?
bonus is.
Because
Not
you're
much, but Bard got like a
23.
22.
I got a
So.
19. So.
Those of you who rolled above a 15. No, you're 100 feet away. I would say above a 10, which I think was everybody.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. You do hear a
Tree branches in the way.
yeah. Shortly after Gwen came back, you do hear a and like a rattling, a heavy rattling sound.
How big was the space? Is this to scale?
I just want to take
That
a
is
second
in fact 2 scales.
So the
to
one
say I
I
told
saw-
you so. To the
It took up a
entire
good
party.
chunk of that area. What he's able to convey to you
Dragons,
is that
bitch.
there is it's a large
Take a
constructed cage
Tell Lionel I told you so.
made of scrap metal and thick, heavy wood.
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 Okay. I'm gonna close the distraction.
Now I will say, all this is cliff. It's about 10 feet tall, all the way around. And then this
Right,
is a stone wall that's about 5 or 6 feet tall. So you literally can only see from your vantage point right now, all you can see is this raised platform right here and this raised plateau right here. You
Because
can't
that's
see
another-
anything else
Is
except
that
the
another
top of the
10
cage.
feet?
Yes, that is another 10 feet.
So
Wait,
that's
top-
a 20-foot.
Correct.
I'm gonna send
We
Gwenny
need- Okay.
up to the cage and see. I want to try and peek in the cage.
Okay.
With the bird, not with me.
Okay.
Yeah, doing it.
100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You will lose sight.
Okay, so he can just hold me. That's fine.
But if you move a little bit closer.
Or we can take an extra 2 minutes for him to
Okay.
tell me so that.
What's Quinn's AC?
No, that's not it. I think it's 2.
Oh, 2!
Oh no, that's hit points. Sorry, no,
This
you're
is
right.
AC.
AC. It's 12.
And how many hit points is Quinn?
1.
No,
it's
right.
1.
Quinn moves.
Cool. I have advantage on whatever the hell just did that for the next day.
Okay.
If we end up fighting it.
Okay.
Fingers crossed we don't.
No, yeah, fingers crossed we don't. Something just killed my bird.
I'm still gonna take a second and tell the party. I told you there was a fucking dragon.
Yeah, and it killed my bird.
Well, wouldn't you if you were in a cage?
Everybody go ahead and put yourselves.
Oh, edge of the forest. So.
Yeah, Bird is
In the tree.
pretty close. Bard's kind of a little bit far back. Sin's not with you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be okay.
Ariel.
So like
Is doing something.
you're gonna be on the outside of the
I'm
forest.
assuming Half-Pine is near the edge, hiding in the shadows, being awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
putting Ario
A little bit closer.
closer than the rest of us.
Wherever the
Larissa-
roughest tree terrain is, that's where I'm just chilling because I have no problems.
Well, I don't think any of us are having problems, so close or far.
Not yay.
Cool. You wanna move?
And Ario would be a little far back, I think.
Yeah.
Not right up at the front.
I would be up at the front because I don't give no fucks right now.
Because no one can see you, man. Ario can be over here with me. Because I like having a healer near me.
He's
I am up in tree.
That's cute. I had a game where we took empty pill bottles and then we wrote our height in Sharpie on them for flight and stuff and moved them around like that. Now you can just cross out the height and everything.
Okay.
Alright.
Then the squares are 5 foot squares.
Indeed, they're all to scale.
Is this like a slope up?
It's still kind of a cliff, but it's overgrown. It's a little bit smoother of a slope.
So we could
You can get up it a lot easier than the cliff.
Okay.
I want to know what that thing was.
Are those stumps?
Am I able to have a higher like vantage
What
point?
are these?
Yeah.
Yes, those are tree stumps. You can see that this has been. It's a fourth has been cleared.
And roughly how tall are they?
Stumps like a foot and a half.
Okay.
Well, we should probably
That's literally like
take out
half
the-
cover for me.
That is literally like half cover for you.
well, we should probably take out these things.
That's true. Can we see them?
He said that they were up on risers. Like those are the things we can
Are
see.
these wood?
Hmm?
Are these big bolt throwers made of wood?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Who here has dark vision?
Me.
I have magical dark
Ish.
vision.
You sort of have dark vision. 60 feet for you?
The goggles.
Whatever.
I think we stated the goggles have 30 feet.
30? Okay, that makes sense. That's good.
120.
You're 120? Okay. So you have no problem. Actually, roll me another perception check.
Fire? Or the
14.
fire's out?
14?
Sorry.
Yeah, you are able to see in the darkness those things.
Uh huh.
You are able to see the top of the cage.
Uh huh.
You know that is there,
Uh huh.
roughly that size,
Covered by a sheet.
covered by some sort of thick fabric, completely covering it. You didn't get a great view, but that's pretty much all you can see. The cage, that, and that. Was he said 14 or 15?
14.
14. Yeah, that's all you can see. You can just barely make out these huge, giant bolt throwers.
Well, I already described them to everyone anyway.
Yeah,
'cause I got
but that's what you can
So-
physically see from
Right,
where you
from
are
where I am.
right now.
That's cool.
We've been Is there people awake? Is it pretty dead of night? Like, not a lot of movement? I'm assuming we've been there for, been scouting it for at least 10 minutes, right?
You definitely can see that there is light glowing from 2 points.
Alright.
I got a bird's eye view. So
Oh, you did, yeah. So you know
what
there
did
are
I see?
bonfires,
Okay, and I have already described this.
and like you definitely saw 1 or 2 beings, but you don't know.
Did I see those manned?
What was the bird's perception?
+3.
What was it?
Oh, what was the roll?
Yeah.
I don't think you had me do a roll.
Oh, I did not yet because you were just scouting out. Roll perception for Gwen, pre-death.
18.
All right. Yes.
Okay. And tell me it said that the crossbows are armed and manned. So we probably shouldn't. Yeah, you want to take them out?
You said 18.
18.
So no.
Do we hear any voices respond to whatever the creature, like whenever it made a lot of noise? Like, do we hear anything?
Yeah, whatever it did to kill. Did we see any flashes of fire when Gwen died? Okay.
Not a single
What
thing.
what was said? Was there like a response from like people if that is manned? Like,
Roll me a perception.
What was the last thing I heard and
because
saw?
like my
oh no,
perception
because
was
it
like
out of range.
26.
No, wait, that's
You
not out of
was,
range.
So
From where you're standing,
Yeah.
5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 50, fucking...
55.
Yeah, it's 55.
65,
65, 70,
80.
and then 10, 15, 20. It's a big fucking cage. You were just out of range right when
I
it
couldn't
was at
see
the
you
edge of
from the
cage.
side through the bars.
I mean, you saw a shape
Okay.
covered in
Did I hear anything?
cloth. You heard grumbling.
And what did Gwen see before he died? Like claws coming at him, or teeth, or nothing?
Didn't see the shape did not come at him at all.
Okay. Did I hear an arrow?
Is that a thing you can normally hear?
Yeah, they're loud. If an arrow is coming right at your head, you're gonna hear a whistling noise.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can't say I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I just wanna know I'm a bird.
I got a 21.
Message for you, son.
Perception. He said roll.
Oh, right. To see if you heard any cheering.
Like a response back from whenever it made a noise, like any like jeering or.
No. When you heard the rumbling noise, you didn't really hear much. You heard like what sounded like laughter a little bit.
Okay.
And then right after Gwen died, you did hear 7.
Behind it.
You may certainly try.
Or, well, I'm saying, will I be encompassing the same space, or need the space behind it to be trying to be hiding behind the
I would say you're encompassing the same space.
Okay.
Well, right now we know that we need to take out the, things on the side that we can see, and also the cage, because anything that they have caged, we want released.
Do we? Because it doesn't seem to be. Oh no, probably something else. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, cages at least partially would. Okay.
Nudge, nudge, Arthur, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, if we want to stay quiet, go.
I'll be right back.
Do you not have any fire spells? As a druid?
No, I do.
I'm gonna.
Bard has fire spell.
Fine.
Bard has a fire axe.
It also has fire spell too, but it's melee.
Yeah, that's not. Unless he would like to go walk up to the cage and put his hands on it.
That is a thing Bard would do.
Do not test Bard.
Bard, I can come right at you. I got a flame blade too. So.
I've got a dagger.
About how
I do.
I'm going-
I have 3+ daggers.
I'm going to be looking at this one.
Uh-huh.
About how
Do you have dark
far
vision?
of a reach.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
You cannot see that.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to be looking at that.
Well, I also don't want to light the cage on fire, because if it's trapped and it's chained in there, then, that's bad news bears. That's just gonna... Then you're just trapped in a fire cage.
Well, Yeah.
Children.
Because there was we heard chains rattling, right, with it, so it's chained in there.
Can you pick a lock?
Yeah. Go on.
You say to the air.
From the darkness.
Have fun wherever you've ethereally portaled to.
I think the main point is taking out the guards before we release whatever it is.
Fair. Should we split and just try to shoot those things down from the shadows? I mean, if they're wood, we can burn them, but if they're not, we can't. The weapons. So, can I not tell with my 18? Retroactive 18. What?
Was that with Gwen?
Yeah, what these weapons are made of.
It seems to be both wood and metal.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, how's that? Cause I don't believe the range does. Maybe the ones who are kind of.
I'm climbing down.
Maybe.
Maybe it's
And
stealth check. Acrobatics.
me?
Climb down quick.
Acrobatics?
Yep.
No, 19.
Yeah, you're fine.
Do we
Do a
wanna
backflip.
do we wanna hit them one at a time or try and try and split up and take them out at the same time?
Well, I'd rather not get shot by one while I'm taking out the other.
Alright, so maybe those of you who are decent at sneaking on your own should go one way and the rest of us should stay with this and go the other. Since we'd rather be in range of our spell. Two of you that way, the rest of us the other way. Yeah?
I got a +4.
Okay.
Yeah. Shut up.
You
But
say to the shadows.
I'm pretty sure I have
You sing to the shadows.
highest plus.
Yeah, the shitty magic users could maybe stick with the passive archery spell.
The shitty magic users can stick with the good magic users.
Yeah. No, not shitty at magic, just shitty at physical
Do you have,
abilities.
Exactly.
What's your stealth?
Stealth. Zip.
Okay.
Another
Yeah, you
plus one.
-2.
What about
Alright,
Speedwagon?
so
He's got plus 2, right? Should he go?
I
don't
think
know.
he has a +3.
No, he
Dex,
doesn't.
no.
Not to his Dex, no.
I thought you said he
Oh
had
no,
14
he went
dex.
into strength. That's right.
Yeah, he's a muscle paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't remember.
well, is
He has like a +1. Maybe
Yeah, I want to say his
+2.
Dex is 12. I want to say.
Mine's
Yeah.
12. Yeah. Okay. Well, do you two want to go on your own? Or do you want to risk taking someone a little noisier with you?
I just
Yeah, we'll go on our own. Do we want to take on?
A fist out of the darkness. You get fisted at. No, wait, no.
Let's not go there.
Fist the bird.
Shall we go towards
That's how you
the
make
north
Thanksgiving
one and
dinner.
make
That actually is, in fact, how you make
That's how you
Thanksgiving
make
dinner.
Thanksgiving
You are not wrong.
Sorry,
This is
everyone.
Shall we go for the north one? They can go for the east one.
West.
West. Yeah.
West. Yeah, that one. West
Alright.
one.
And
Alright,
yeah,
so you're all split up?
Let's wait. Yeah, we'll just see a reckon with us.
Okay.
Right.
So
Sneaky Beakies are heading to the east.
You guys are wait.
No, we're going.
Sneaky Beakies
Which
are
way's
going
north?
east.
Which way's north?
You're north.
I'm
You're
north. Oh, okay.
you guys are going that way. I am
Because you
going
are the
to
star in
go
which we all align ourselves.
I don't
to
think we-
here first.
I think we want to woods. Up to that point.
Do what? Yeah.
Woods
well,
up to the north
We
point,
have Speedwagon.
and then we can go up to the wall.
Everyone's clustered around this
Where
tiny
you want to
gnome.
go?
I would rather
Wait,
go
where's,
like
where's
this.
Speedwagon? With us.
Speedwagon probably just hold me.
I would
Yeah,
rather
and
go
your
like
shoulders.
this and then go up along the wall.
Hide us.
Okay. It's
Because
only a
it-
5 foot tall wall though,
I'm 4.5 feet.
and 2.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
The rest of us are like,
But like we're squeezing up against the wall. I'd rather do that.
Alright, so you guys are going along this way?
Yeah.
And we're
So you
going-
two, as you're bossing a mission, roll me a stealth check.
Are we still within range of Pass Without Trace?
Where you are right now, you just leave Pass Without Trace, so make me 2. One with pass, one without pass.
All right. So
that's 35.
I rolled the first one for without pass.
Okay.
Because that's what I thought was going on, and that was a 16
I keep
plus
thinking
6
this is your knee.
22.
It's just
And
a
then
pillow.
Also my leg.
But somewhere under there, yes. far, far below the earth.
Width. That's the width.
35 with and 23 without.
Okay.
Alright,
And then those of you making your way south, roll me
Yeah.
a stealth check with Pass Without Trace on.
Good guy.
14.
Oh,
Speedwagon got a nat 20.
Nice.
I mean,
So-
and he's holding me, so.
So what is
Plus 10.
That.
Plus
Plus
10.
10.
And you're on.
Because I'm
Oh,
small and
yeah.
y'all can't just like,
Oh,
you know,
Okay,
I wouldn't be
12,
walking.
14.
So we got that.
What did Bardur get?
Bardur got absolutely fine.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, who didn't get fine?
Basically
Tennessee.
you.
Well, yeah, but more him.
Yeah.
I got it.
12,
Hey!
14.
That's my DM dice.
Speedwagon.
Wait.
I took a picture just in case.
Oh.
Their roll, nat 20.
Oh.
Who's
At least for the bigger
who's
group.
in the front?
Probably Speedwagon.
Speedwagon.
No, but he'd be in the middle because if I'm being held.
But you have a range of like, how much on that? 10 feet?
True, but if you said everyone was clustered
Yeah.
around.
Alright, no, you're
if
right.
Speedwagon would be in the middle, so it would be Bard.
Bardur's in the front. I'm not. That's all I'm saying. I'll stay here.
Oh.
You're
That's not
right
good.
behind
Yeah, I was
them?
like,
Okay.
that's a DM that.
Well,
Oh.
Speedwagon and Lil Dis are right in the middle, so you're probably behind them.
Would Bardoor get?
Oh, Bardur rolled just fine. Yeah, no, he got a 20 with the Proselyte Trace. He's good.
Nice.
But Arthur
But
and
that
I
doesn't
didn't.
fucking matter.
Yeah, not 20
Oh.
to not 20. Okay, before whatever's about to
Speedwagon
go down
also
goes
got a
down,
nat 20 though.
can we shift camera to the sneakies for just a second? Because I have to pee.
Yeah.
So, first roll was to there, and then we're gonna try and squeeze along the cliff, right? What
Yeah.
did you say?
And
Do
then
we
we'll
want to go up along the wall or keep along the cliff? Because I could try and snipe from that bush.
I mean,
Let's go along the wall.
yeah.
We're gonna go along the wall.
As you're going up that little section, I will need you to make me another stealth check.
Another stealth check?
Yep.
Alright.
23.
22.
Nice, we rolled the same thing again. For without. Because you rolled a 16 plus 6 last time for that.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I rolled a 15 plus 8.
So we're up along. You're in the lead because I'm ranged.
That's fine.
My bow is ready and I have an arrow notched.
So you're shorter than the wall, you're both shorter than the wall, okay.
Yes. Just. And of course I'm crouched over to.
I'm just standing straight up. Being
But
sneaky,
we-
but
So you're still making it along? Okay.
Yeah, we keep making
Right as you
it
go along the
along.
north side, make me another stealth check.
Alright.
do we get advantage with the bushes there or no?
Nope.
Okay.
They're 10 feet up.
24.
19. No, 19.
Okay.
Because 13
And
plus
neither of
yeah.
you have dark vision, but you technically do it 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there enough illumination for me to get at least a silhouette?
Not from that
From
distance,
the
no.
campfire?
Nope.
Okay.
They're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. They're about 40 feet from the fire.
What illumination does campfire have?
30 feet.
Is it 30? Alright.
Well, depending on the campfire, the big fucking one is 60. These ones don't see if know if they're that big or not.
Okay.
What did I miss?
Are we able to hear
They're
anything?
being sneaky deaky.
Okay.
Successfully.
Are we able to hear anything?
Roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna listen to
God, that hurts my eyes.
19.
Exaggerated eyelash fluttering.
Perception?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's painful.
23.
23. You can definitely hear some idle chatter.
Alright.
People talking, ruckus. You do hear some ruckus laughter and like a clanking sound. You want each other to start then,
More
fine.
exaggerated.
So you, at the same time, you, I never learned to do the clover.
It's not a learned thing. It's muscle.
I've never learned to be able to do those. I can widen
Can
my
you roll
tongue
your
to
tongue? Can you roll?
Uh,
No. Okay, never mind. Yeah, some people can. It's genetic. I don't know why.
I've actually heard that, yeah.
I can't do the close.
But I can
How many people there are?
change the width of my tongue.
Some people also can't like twist it either, which is
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sometime let
Can
me
I
tell you all
determine how
about the
many
intrinsic
people
and
there are
extrinsic
from
muscles
the
of the
voices?
tongue.
Too many idle chatters. You wouldn't be able to. I mean, you could make in wisdom. Real quick. Wisdom, just straight wisdom.
Alright.
perfect tongue to my fingertips.
Nat 20.
Shit, yeah, there seems to be at least 7.
At least 7 around the campfire.
Yep, right near you.
Okay.
You also hear boom, very loud sound, a mechanical mechanism, and a
Through the.
you
There,
you
here.
hear boom.
It's really.
That's just what you
echoing.
hear that. You hear
Okay. It's,
boom.
I don't get a direction.
Okay.
He does not yet.
I feel like a snail.
But I don't hear any idle gossip about. Did you see that ship on the horizon or anything?
No,
like that?
because at this point, those of you currently with Bardor see a javelin go right through his gut,
Ah!
Oh,
Right now! Shit!
we're all just like.
followed by and now you hear a ruckus.
I'm gonna Well, have they seen us or heard us? We don't know that. Okay.
I mean, you
Well,
definitely
yeah,
know
they
that
were
whatever
able to-
this
they
is saw the
aimed
fuck out of
well
Bard. Definitely saw Bard.
Does he go down? What's he looking like?
He is bleeding like a motherfucker and there's a javelin sticking out of his side.
How
doing
big
great.
How big is the javelin? Not that.
Javelin
okay,
size?
yeah, I'm gonna, do the same thing I did for Little John. I'm gonna get it out of him. I can't heal him, but I can remove the javelin from him, hack the head off with a dagger or something, and pull the rest of it out.
I guess Guido will do like a minor lay on hands on him to close the wound.
He will, in fact. How
Which
much
of you
minor?
is Jaeger and Speedo?
How much minor?
5.
You got.
Let's see if Bard. Probably. Fucking D&D Beyond, stop giving me an HTML. API error. No, unfortunately, Bard also at this does like.
What's this?
That's not from Vivian.
Hi, Vivian.
Which picture?
She actually does gifts now.
Oh shit. Yeah, hi Vivian.
Yep.
I've seen a few of her more fun gifts.
But like it's simple and
Yeah,
it
no,
gets the
it's
point
right.
across.
Anyway, so Bard lets out a scream
Yeah,
from
no,
the javelin shooting out of him.
I'm already trying to tend to him a little bit, and Sweeto is too, I guess.
Yeah, Sweeto healed him. You made a
Speedwagon.
medicine check. Speedwagon. Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Sweeto's gone.
Medicine?
You want me to message it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I think that's
We're
an
gonna keep
8.
going.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay.
It's really lightly. We're gonna keep going.
I'm proficient in medicine.
I mean, so am I.
Okay, well, Bardur. Ash rushes over to him to solve
Yeah.
the javelin sticking out of his
Fine.
gut problem right now.
Can I try again? Can I get Speedo's help? Can I have him, like, because he's stronger, like, you need to break the shaft. Here, can you do this?
She would have to set down a little bit, so. But yes.
You okay being set down?
Well, he's currently playing Speedwagon, so.
So can I roll advantage
Yeah.
on my medicine
Does
check?
Speedwagon
Since I'm
help
your-
her?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
I am not.
And then
Yeah.
if you also want to make a medicine check, go for it.
I'll go to help.
that's worse.
Well, does,
No,
does
you-
the
you-
Yay!
yeah.
That's
Arthur walks the
right,
fuck
I rolled
over
one roll
as
with the
you're.
second roll for the advantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
So as you're like,
You got
shit, and like kind of break a little bit more. Arthur just walks over and just kind of like gently moves you to the side. Is able to very deft hands, defter than you've ever seen from Mr. Fidgety Burn shit. Manages to pull it out and then
Fidgety McBurn shit.
creates just a little tiny flame and sears the wound closed just enough.
I like these dice.
It's a good dice. It's a good dice. Keep that one.
It's a good color, too.
You did
Is
say
this your
lucky
second
dice.
Nat 20 today?
Huh?
Is this your second 20 today?
It is.
Yeah. That's my second nat 20.
I think so far we've gotten, including you, 5 20s? 4 20s?
No, I don't think it was that many. It was only for
I
3.
got 1, he's gotten 2, and you've got 1, so
Okay.
there's at least 4.
Yeah, so there's those.
And I think
If the
Jeremy
DM rolls
got...
a 20 against the players, it does not
It
count.
doesn't count.
In fact, it should be negative one of ours.
True.
I got one for Speedwagon. I don't know where my dice.
Yeah,
are.
that's right, so 5.
You're gone.
Where you're what?
The dice I was using went.
Oh shit.
Under your...
It's not
Is
this.
it under your laptop? Nope. Okay. I don't know. You lost it.
It's not under. I didn't hear it fall.
Nope, I didn't either.
Not me.
I don't know where it went.
I don't know either.
So
anyway,
underneath the
There's a
map.
situation currently happening.
Yeah. Us?
Mm-hmm.
Is it our turn?
You can go ahead and roll me another stealth check as you're. Oh no, you're good. So you make your way a little further up. As you're going around the bushes, mind you, it starts to drop pretty steadily
Does it?
at the bushes. That isn't just like a flat plane there. It continues down, but it's heavily overgrown. It's a little more sloped. But you do have to walk around the bushes onto the slope unless you want to try to go into the bushes or on the wall.
Well, I was planning on going into the bushes.
You gonna do that too?
And I was gonna try and snipe him from there.
From in the bushes.
Yeah, he's gonna go Fortnite.
Do my darndest, at least. And there's a lot of commotion going on right now, so.
Yeah, you're hearing the people running around now, and you're hearing the
Yeah, I'll go through the bushes, I guess.
stealth at disadvantage, both of you. Good.
14.
14.
12.
Oh, 14. Man, right here, it's open. That is cocked.
I was like,
Are
why
you
is he
in
rolling
front?
2?
I'm in front.
What's yours?
Sorry.
19.
My friend's having trouble with Python homework, which I will have trouble with when I go home.
As you kind of dip into the bushes, you hear past your head, or like a.
So we're about here now.
Yep, you are now in the bushes.
I'm guess since they know I'm in the bush, I'm just gonna keep going and get as close as I can. So that was what, 5 feet that I moved. So 10, 20. I can be at the front end of that bush.
This one?
Yeah, like up
There?
a little bit more. But yeah.
You then both hear from your side as well.
There's a lot of baroos.
There are a lot of baroos.
And then
And woo!
How?
Okay.
No. Okay.
Now you can continue through the forest, mind you.
I am able to see the person.
Not from your perspective, no. Half Pint can just barely see the ballista.
if I do a dash action, I can move again, correct?
Yes.
I will do that.
What is
I'm
what is all of this terrain like? Is it just like
Grassy plants.
Okay.
Each of these little things is a cut down stump, tree stump, but it's relatively flat, grassy terrain.
here, 30 feet from me here, so that this lumpy creature obscures their view. I'm gonna drop a minor illusion, a sound of someone
Banging on a cage. Sorry.
no.
You're not there. You're busy not being shot at.
Well, I'm trying to think of what's gonna. I'm gonna have a like a rough male voice scream. They're coming around from the south. Really loud, because it can be like loud as a lion's roar.
Okay. Are you making it as loud as the lion's roar?
I'm making it like as loud as someone shouting through their cupped hands
Okay.
would sound.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception?
Uh-huh.
It's just they don't have. Yeah. It's 10.
You can hear a voice echoing, but you can't make out what it's saying.
I'm
You hear somebody calling back, but you don't hear what it says.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep spamming it. Just it's a cantrip, so as long as we're not in initiative yet, just voice.
You're not just yet.
Into that bush. Do I
How
have
tall
to make
is the
another
grass?
check? Or...
It's short as grass.
short off grass?
Yeah.
Short grassy.
So you go a little. Well, yeah, I guess it's. Yeah, it's so. This is still 5 feet up where you are, but it's mostly overgrown, and then there's another 10-foot just sheer cliff right there to another small plateau.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
can see the top of it though.
You can look up.
You can see the top of the plateau, like where the plateau would end.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, yeah, where you are, yes, you can definitely see.
Yeah, I'm just shouting. They're in the bushes. There's 2 score of them. Whatever.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
No, because I said
She
they were in
said
the
on the
south.
south.
I said they were on the south side.
Am I able to see them now?
For your position right there, again, you can make out the ballista, no problem. You can't see anything else. You don't have dark vision. It
I
is
have
dark.
30 feet of dark vision.
Which is why you cannot see shit. But you can't, because you have to look straight up.
That's fine. I'm gonna have like my buckler like just above my head.
Can you cast a minor illusion to, because I want to get to the like cliffs where the cage is.
Mm-hmm. So what do you want me to do?
Just that the grass is like me. basically. Like there's
Jeremy,
Little taller.
take 3
Huh?
points of piercing damage as an arrow
or like
You want me to
into your shoulder,
create a dummy?
and you can now see
or
as an archer is
just
leaning
because I want
over
to
the
get up there
cliff.
because what I'm gonna try
with
to do
a
I would
composite
like
bow.
I'm gonna try to get to the cage and I'm gonna try to get cast animal friendship on
Okay.
whatever is there.
I'm gonna send you're what, 3 feet tall, right?
I'm gonna let them
I'm gonna
do
send
what they're doing,
an-
and then I'm gonna teleport up there.
Sure.
I'm gonna send
Whenever he does his teleport, I'm going.
Oh, that's funny.
Total Looney Tunes.
Right?
Never. I'm gonna. Yeah. Sorry, you guys go.
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
is-
send an illusory Lildissa, not outside my 30-foot range because I don't want her to poof, but in running in this direction, and I'm gonna nudge Arthur and have make a distraction. But yeah,
Yeah.
fake Lildissa, except she's drawing a bow and or something.
Yeah, because I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go sneakily because I still have cast without a trace on me. I'm gonna go up towards the cliff face, kind of like right below.
So
where the
real
cave would be.
Lildissa is running this way, fake
Yeah.
Lildissa is running
Yeah,
to this
but
towards
she's
the
not
south.
gonna. Once she gets to my 30-foot range, she's just gonna run back and forth because I don't want her to leave, and disappear.
Okay, and then you are sneaking?
Yeah.
Roll stealth with your pass.
Where are you at?
Well, that's a 16 without your
18.
extra
So it'll
bonuses.
be 18. 18 sneaking.
With your
With
pass
pass.
without
Yeah.
a trace.
Yep.
It was 6. She rolled a nat 6.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought you rolled a
It was-
16.
Yeah, nat 6 with pass without trace 16,
I
and
just
then
tried to
whatever other
remember.
bonuses. Oh, wait.
So you hear again like a clacking, cranking sound, followed by thum, and you hear a loud impact to the east as something slams into the ground and dust. You can kind of see dust flying up, and then Lildissa will take 4 points of damage as an arrow.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the illusion, and then I guess just cast it again, looking.
Well,
less.
I'm safe now though.
Oh, you're safe. Okay.
yeah,
never
like
mind,
I'm
yeah.
at the cliff face. If I just took like 4 points of damage.
Cool.
that's
Never
fine.
mind. Well, I'll drop the illusion as the arrow hits then, as the ballista bolt hits or whatever the hell it's called.
And they can't see me from that area now. Like
I'm gonna
there's
say
a
no.
cliff face and everything.
I'm gonna say no.
Cool. So I'm gonna cast
Oh shit.
I'm gonna cast conjure animals again.
Okay.
And
get on the cliff?
It jumped the fence.
I'm gonna
Oh,
cast
shit, you're
conjure
right.
animals again with the wolf spiders again. And like I'm just gonna like they're not all gonna stay in the same area. I'm gonna kind of like spread them out to like skirt in the grass because the spiders are gonna be a little bit shorter, right, than the grass.
He's on the cage.
Okay.
Well, you're not helpful.
No, the regular like giant wolf spiders?
They're I guess they're medium size.
No, they are much larger than the grass.
Okay.
The grass is like it's small ass
Okay.
grass.
Well, there's a shrubbery there, so they're just gonna.
Yeah,
they're gonna
there's a
There's just gonna
shrubbery.
be a whole bunch of spiders in the shrubbery.
As
Spider
happens
shrub.
in life. Right. Found. Do we just
Sounds.
How?
sounds? Maybe we just fight this one.
Can he? How? What's the general like? Can he see me if I go up the cage? I guess I wouldn't know. I'm gonna quietly like get on one of the spiders, and he's gonna like help me get up the side of the cliff face.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of like get to the cage, and try to like find a little hole that's kind of towards the bottom. that hopefully whatever's in there can see me. And then I'm going to cast Ambush, just a first level.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a stealth check for Spider.
Speeder Scooter.
Pretty sure they have a pretty fucking high dex.
Yeah. So that's like a 27.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now roll me a perception check.
Okay.
So
15 plus 7 help.
15 plus 7
Yeah.
is 22.
That.
22. It's a pretty, considering it's made from scraps, basically, it's very sturdily constructed. But you can tell that they made kind of like a bar kind of feeling to it, so you can kind of see in between little slats and whatnot. And all you see is a large shape draped in canvas. There's chains covering its entire body and wrapped around a large lumpy form on top of it. Was 22 perception?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see a large claw at the very bottom of this large canvas wrapping. Shining scales. They almost have like a patinaed look to them.
What color?
In the
You
dark,
don't
she's
know.
not there. You're not there. You don't know.
Dark vision doesn't necessarily
But
see color very
they
well.
look a little patinaed.
Can it like turn, and if I'm gonna try to get its attention just a little bit.
It's completely shrouded in this canvas.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out for a second. Skip.
You can also see a couple spears sticking out of it.
my bow, I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to ready my shot towards that area, and once I see a burst of light or something, because I've seen him fight, and a lot of times he does radiant damage, so
Sure.
once I see a burst of light, I'm going to release my arrow at the thing that the light came out of.
Okay. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Yeah.
Larissa just did a cool thing.
Alright, well, I think they
Bard just got impaled.
Bard, how's Bard looking?
He's definitely seeming alright.
Okay.
No, wait, no, he didn't.
Are you guys trying to advance anymore at all, or?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it.
Healed that many.
It healed 5.
So, that. Yeah, he's definitely like there's blood on him definitely, but he definitely seems to be okay. You've seen him in much worse condition just on Dark Tide.
Okay, I'm gonna move this way. I'm gonna move.
Speedwagon's basically just gonna follow the group, I guess.
Well, I mean, there's no reason for us to stay together in Moses. Lotus is not with us.
Right, but he's gonna stay with the group.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna just start trying to sneak this way. We're not in initiative yet? Okay.
Not just yet.
I'm gonna try and sneak this way. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna make the self check, but I'm gonna go as far as I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. End up at the base of the. I guess I'll end up in the bush actually. And close off.
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a stealth. Also. Nice.
Cool. So from my totally amazingly hidden place in the bush, I'm gonna shoot at the guy on top of the stage. Cage.
From your place on the bush, you do not have line of sight to him.
Okay.
Because height up.
It's about
back
35
up.
feet up minimum.
I'll back
Very far
up.
up.
Bard is gonna go ahead and ignite his axe and then pop a healing potion.
Alright, with my 20, can I still be hidden from here?
I'm gonna say that's at a disadvantage because you are in plain open space, but it is nighttime, so disadvantage.
Okay. Wait, disadvantage to hit or
Stealth.
disadvantage for stealth? Okay.
Because you are walking through an open field.
11.
11.
But I rolled a 20!
You did, but you're trying to sneak through an open field.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who's like, oh, can I hide? Dude, you're In a courtyard. Yeah, can I hide in the courtyard?
I'm
Behind
crouching.
what, dude? Fortunately for you, there's a lot of ruckus going on, and they don't
Cool.
notice you.
Alright. So, I am going to shoot him twice. Is he the one that killed my bird?
He is not the one who killed
There's
you.
mechanical reasons, even if I would
No, yeah, there's mechanical. He is not the one who killed you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot him with 2 Eldritch Blast, so to hit is, that's 10 and 26 or 27, I think. So I
10 misses, the 20 whatever hits.
Yeah, okay. 27. D12, right? D10. 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
Cool.
And then you can either now roll initiative now or next game. Take your choice.
Oh. Next game. I don't want to remember.
I'm fine with next game.
Yeah,
that way
next game
we
is good.
know right off the bat what it is.
Cool.
Alright, so we will pick this up with you doing this next game.
Okay.
Oh, but I wanted to do my thing.
Sorry.
I will let you do, but she fired the first shot, so that's initiative.
What? They fired a bunch of shots at us.
Well, the ballistas, the scouts basically are sitting there doing their thing, but now like actual combat is happening.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna Misty step up and then push the archer off.
I will really quickly let you attempt that at the same time.
Woo!
Okay.
So Misty step just happens.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Where are you misty stepping to, sir?
D roughly the same spot as he's in.
You cannot occupy his same space.
So
Mechanically, you
Right
cannot do
next
that.
to-
We'll go right there then.
Okay.
And then it would be a slow strength check to push him off.
Yes, it would. You do manage to push him off.
yeah.
Let's see if...
For the savage Kenku below to fall upon.
I don't know. Do I see that?
I mean, you're kind of right there.
Make a perception check.
Perception is, where are you at? 19.
You just barely see a shape. You see like a mist up on top of the plateau, and then a shape just. Ah! And Jeremy, half pint.
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm glad I haven't used any of my
Damn,
spells.
Bebop.
Now those are not actually gnolls; they are humans,
Oh,
roughly the size of
they're
gnolls.
big.
I guess that's a little bit better, maybe.
Bebop and Rocksteady there.
Bebop and rocks.
And then we will pick this up next game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
I honestly don't even
'Cause
know.
we're not about to have a session till 1 o'clock.
No, this is gonna go till 1, 2, 3 in the morning. That ain't happening, bruh.
Well, we got XP.